Jessica, and this is Daebak K-Rambles, where a couple of friends review Korean dramas. And I'm back for a very special episode that was not on the docket, was totally unplanned, but we're here. Me and Miguel are going to review The Glory, both parts of it, parts 1 and 2, all 16 episodes. Miguel, how you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing well. I remember that we were trying not to talk about The Glory yesterday when we met up for brunch.
Yeah.
You
we
were
were like walking around like, oh, that episode. Oh, well, never mind.
So I am so glad that we're finally sitting down. We're going to do this thing. It has been a journey, and it's actually sort of like the K-drama of the season, possibly of the year. It's definitely going to sweep some awards this time next year when the Baeksang Awards are up. I'm really excited to see how it gets recognized in some way. But all right, so before we get any further into this, I'll just do the housekeeping. If this is your first time listening, thank you for listening. Go ahead and subscribe on your favorite podcast app. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and many more. And if you like us, please give us a review on Apple Podcasts. Come and check us out on social media to stay up to date on everything that we're doing, the latest episodes, reviews. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Daebak Pod. And lastly, if you're a fan, please consider becoming a patron. It's a great way for you to get involved and show your support and get a bunch of extra content for as little as like $2 a month. You can check out the page on patreon.com/alwayscriticpod. And thank you to our patrons, Janet, Curtis, Bale, CD, Grace, Alana, Lorna, and Ib. You guys are great. Love you guys. All right. So without further ado, we're just going to jump in. We'll do the non-spoiler section, and then we'll get into the spoiler section, which will probably be a lot more robust, I imagine. But there is a lot of tea that I have to spill because you have been completely insulated and have no idea what's been going on in the world of The Glory.
Not even a little bit.
Oh my God.
I gotta know.
I'm so excited. So I'll just go ahead and read the My Drama List synopsis. It reads, a high school student dreams of becoming an architect. However, she had to drop out of school after suffering from brutal school violence. Years later, the perpetrator gets married and has a kid. Once the kid is in elementary school, the former victim becomes her homeroom teacher and starts her thorough revenge towards the perpetrators and bystanders of her bullying days. Okay, so The Glory Part 1 aired December 30th, 2022. Part 2 aired 3 months later, March 10th in 2023. So it's a two-parter. It aired all 8 episodes of each part aired in its entirety on Netflix. I think it goes without saying that this was like in the Netflix top 10 for I don't know how long, and it was like number 1, and it did gangbusters on Netflix. Each part is 8 episodes long for a total of 16 episodes. So you could consider both parts to be essentially one giant K-drama season, but
I definitely did, yeah.
Yeah, that's how I considered it, but it was really, I'll tell you more about like the split, I guess, and how it felt in the moment. So The Glory is directed by Ahn Gi-ho. He's directed a bunch of stuff that you've seen before, like Rooftop Prince from 2012, Stranger, Memories of the Alhambra, Watcher, Record of Youth, and Happiness from 2021, which I love that show. It's like a really great zombie show. Amazing show. And of course, The Glory was written by the prolific Kim Eun-sook. She has written so many successful K-dramas, and she's just like amazing. I really consider her one of the best K-drama screenwriters, and she is, like, by all accounts. She's done stuff since the early 2000s. She's written Lovers in Paris, Lovers in Prague, that's like the Lovers series, Secret Garden, Gentleman's Dignity, which I remember watching that one. Do you remember that one?
I remember that one.
Yeah.
And I remember Lovers in Paris and Lovers in Prague. Never got to Prague, but I did Paris.
You did Lovers in Paris? Nice.
That's going way... Isn't that like 2005?
Yeah,
2004?
Lovers in Paris is 2004. Yeah.
Jesus.
She's done The Heirs from 2013, which we're going to go and cover later in this season of Daebak. She has written, and these 3 we've covered on the podcast before. She's written Descendants of the Sun from 2016, Guardian, the Lonely and Great Guard, aka Goblin, from 2016/2017. She's written Mr. Sunshine. So this era of her K-drama writing career is very like high budget prestige television, especially I feel like Mr. Sunshine. But all of these shows were wildly successful. The King Eternal Monarch in 2020, which I absolutely dislike. I did not enjoy that show. It was absolutely down to her writing that I did not. It was like a mess. But again, high budget show with really bankable stars. Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun were starring in the Canada. Like, these are two of the biggest K-drama actors of all time.
She's out here. She's like, how does she do it?
I don't know how she does it.
Writing.
She's very pleasant, like in interviews and stuff. I think she's very personable. So Kim Eun-sook for screenwriting cred, and then I will go into a couple of the stars and name the rest of the supporting cast because it's quite a large cast. So it's a huge cast. But this show is based basically on Song Hye-kyo and her revenge story as Moon Dong-eun. And Song Hye-kyo, if you don't know, has been acting and modeling for like 20 years. She was in Full House in 2004 with Rain. Do you remember that one? No, cohabitation, where they like sell her house and Rain buys the house, and that she
And it was this whole like Shakespearean nightmare. Like I remember.
It was
great. Like a mess.
I loved it. It was a mess, but I loved it. So Full House in 2004, Worlds Within with Hyun-bin in 2008. That winter that the wind blows, where she plays a blind heiress.
Yes.
Do you remember this?
I've seen this one.
Of course, she's worked with Kim Eun-sook before on Descendants of the Sun from 2016, which of course you can scroll back in your podcast feed and listen to those full reviews from us on Descendants, Mr. Sunshine, and Goblin. She was in Encounter in 2018, 2019, which I heard mixed reviews about. I haven't personally seen it. It's a Nuna romance. And then Now We Are Breaking Up in 2021, 2022, which I heard terrible things about. Though I feel like nobody really liked that show. Another Nuna romance with her. So Song Hye-kyo, do you like Song Hye-kyo?
I do. Okay. I think she's pretty cool.
She's pretty cool.
She seems cool. Like she's done mostly good work. She's been around forever. She's kind of a staple. Yeah. I don't have a problem with her.
Me neither. I don't have a problem.
Are you going to tell me something that's going to lead me into disliking her?
No, like, I'm going to tell you that like some people I will not accept Song Hye-kyo slander, and there are people out there online who are saying that she's a bad actress because she chooses some of these roles kind of fall into the same rhythm, same character, sort of. It's this beautiful, stoic, like cold sort of persona.
It's hard to be as stoic as she acts, though. Like, it's understand. I mean, being I think those naysayers are mixing up being typecast with being a bad.
I also feel like she's at a point in her career where she can choose whatever the hell she wants to do. So it's not maybe that she's getting typecast now, because if she says no to like any role, I think it's just what she gravitates toward.
She just doesn't want to. I mean, it's kind of like Tom Hanks, his latest movie notwithstanding. He always plays like this wholesome whatever dude. Like that's his vibe, right? So why can't she be this stoic,
unattainable,
dressed in gray, unattainable, non-hugging, serious woman who stands to the side, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like you need to put some respect on her name.
Yes.
Because it's fucking Song Hye-kyo, you know what I'm saying?
She's been around forever.
Yeah.
Like she's a staple.
Yeah.
I don't know. Man.
It's like, oh, Joe Pesci always plays a gangster. It's like, it's right. Joe Pesci.
Nobody gives him shit for that. Like, we're not gonna... Oh, God.
Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that because Song Hye-kyo...
I will not accept any slander as well.
Yeah.
Don't at me. Don't tag me. Nothing.
So her headsman in the show and a Go teacher in the show is Lee Do-hyun. He plays Hong Itae. He has had a rather good year because he starred in The Glory with her, and it sort of put him on the map for a lot of people, although he has been sort of gaining more traction with a lot of different roles throughout the years. Right. So he's been in Still 17, Clean with Passion for Now, Hotel Del Luna, 18 Again, Sweet Home, which is another Netflix show that we're going to be reviewing later, Youth of May, which we just covered last episode on the podcast. It was devastating.
That bad?
It was devastating.
Bad or sad?
Sad. It was good.
Oh, no.
Just sad. So I don't know if you ever want to press play on that one if you have a second to just be heartbroken. So, and then he started Melancholia and The Glory. So this is like the lead up to sort of the upcoming drama, which is The Good Bad Mother, which is coming out later this year or in a few months or something. But had you seen Lee Do-hyun before?
This is my first time seeing him.
What'd you think of him?
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought he was pretty good. Yeah. We'll get into why, but I think that this show was cast within an inch of its life.
Yes, I agree.
Like, they pulled out, like, they were like, okay, guys, we got Netflix money, so we need to call everybody is like...
Call in every favor, every bit player
without
that's ever
any
been in
spoilers,
K-drama.
right off rip, one of the biggest things I can give this show is the cast. Like, incredible.
Yeah.
And especially the leads. Like, wow.
I agree completely. And here, I'll give you the rest of the cast. And we're not necessarily going to go through the filmography for each one because the cast is like 10 or so people.
We'll be here. That'll be a 3-part episode.
3-parter. First part is talking about the cast. So we have Lim Ji-yeon as Park Yeon-jin. She is the number one villain, I guess, of the show.
Jeez,
perpetrator. What? Bully. We have Yoon Hae-ran as Kang Hyun-nam, and she's sort of like the Ajuma character that links up with Song Hye-kyo's Dong-eun and becomes like a partner in crime with her. We have Park Sung-eun playing Jae-jun, and he has an eye condition, and he's also one of the bullies. We have Jung Sung-il as Do-hyun, and he is the husband to Yeon-jin. Everybody fell madly in love with this man all over social media. I don't know if you were privy to this.
I was not.
None of the thirst traps trap videos?
None.
Okay. Well, I guess
I was like, I've been in a blackout because, man, because I want to be involved, but man, the spoilers.
Oh.
The spoilers.
Oh.
They have no shame.
No shame.
Like, the day the episode's released, it's done.
Yeah. We also have Kim Hyo-ra, and she plays Sara, and she's the druggie. We have
a mess.
a mess of a person. Cha Joo-young as Hae-jong, and she's the flight attendant. And then we have Kim Gun-woo as Myung-oh, and he's like the punk ass bitch of the group.
Yeah.
So
D tier villain.
So, Miguel, talk to me about your experience watching The Glory and first impressions and anything else you want to talk about in a general sense about how you like The Glory.
In a general sense, so I love the cast. Like, as soon as the show started up, I was like, everybody's role fits them like right like a slipper. But my first impression was, okay, 16 episodes, easy, whatever. You had mentioned before we got started, and be sure to take notes because it's pretty dense. And I was like, all right, let's see how this goes. I turned it on. This has to be one of the easiest dramas I've ever seen in terms of wanting to continue like binging straight through. Addictive from the very beginning. The pacing's incredible. It just, oh my God. First impression though, like the first episode is brutal. It's so brutal. Yeah. Like the bullying and everything is just like, oh my God. Like, I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with it at all, but it was worth it. Anyway, cast was amazing. Addictive storyline. The production's incredible.
Yeah.
Like
Stunning.
The production's like really good.
Yeah.
It's like First Love level. Like everyone looked like a movie.
Scroll back in your podcast feed if you want to hear us talk about the J-drama First Love, which is also on Netflix. But all right. So you like that cinematography.
Love the cinematography. Glory. It's a breath of fresh air. You know, some of these K-dramas are starting to look, or they've looked clunky for a long time. So, like, when you get one that looks this sharp, it's like, good. I don't know how far to go without spoilers, though.
Okay, so I'll jump in. So I watched part 1 back in December around the New Year because that's when it aired. And loved it. I thought it was really intriguing and fascinating to see how they were setting up this giant revenge plot and how Moon Dong-eun was such a sympathetic character and how you wanted her to overcome not only her trauma but triumph over these bullies. And
yes,
I just was riveted. I wanted to see the full story. We didn't. We saw only 8 episodes around the end of the year when it aired. I really liked the pacing and how it was kind of shaking out. They didn't just kind of blow all the cards like in the first 8 episodes. They really paced it out and told you how she did it. How did she get to this point? And it didn't happen overnight. Did not happen overnight. It was extremely methodical, like you said. She was suffering for the craft, if you feel me, because she was like, "What's Instagram?" You know, like she had to like learn technology and pass different tests and get certified to be a teacher and all this stuff. Like she was really changing her entire life to fit this revenge plan.
It was elaborate. She really took that, like that was her mission, and she really ran with it. Love that.
So I was like, oh, great. We're leaving off at this point in the story where I really just want to binge to the end of the 16 episodes. So we had this split in here. I did not enjoy the split.
No.
I hated the split.
Well, wait, but you saw it. When did you watch?
I watched it
from December.
Yeah, so I watched part 1 around when it aired, and then I waited for part 2 to air on March 10th.
How long was the gap?
It was 3 months, right? So you had January, February.
Jesus.
It was up 2 months and 10 days.
Yeah, I didn't experience the split.
Right.
Full disclosure.
Right.
So I went straight through. I can't imagine. I thought it was like a month.
No.
Then they were back.
No, I had to wait like a pour for episodes to air again in March 10th. And again, I didn't have the time to actually sit there on March 10th at midnight and watch these episodes. Like a lot of people, like all the K-drama editors did, evidently, because they were scrubbing this footage and putting it all over social media. And it was spoilers galore. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm busy. I can't press play on this right now. So I had to wait like 2 weeks, basically, until I could find the time to watch the Glory Part 2. And I was like, I think I've seen the whole show already. But anyway, It's
like, dog, can I just like get home? Like, can you let me just get home and watch? Like, can you give me like 5 minutes just to watch it?
I was distraught, but whatever. So I got through part 2 and I loved the entirety of the story. I was very impressed with the execution, the cast, the production design. Like you said, the cinematography was amazing. And I like revenge stories.
That's interesting.
Do you like revenge stories?
I do not. So to me, revenge is kind of cringe for me.
What?
Like I like revenge as a
talk to me though.
Okay, so when it comes to revenge, I love this quote that Fran Lebowitz has. She's like, Martin Scorsese asks her, do you believe in revenge? And she's like, revenge, yes.
I love this quote.
Revenge is some say revenge is a meal best served cold. It's best served hot. I say it's best served however you can get it.
Yeah.
If you can get it, don't let the chance pass you by. And I love that. Mm-hmm. But with stories, there's a lot of stories I've seen about revenge, and it's like, damn, you're still on this. Like, I like revenge as an idea, but a lot of stories I watch, I'm like, this is like a lot. But this story, like this revenge story, this I loved. Uh-huh. Because every single time you got close to a point, it goes back to the structure of the show. Mm-hmm. The first episode is brutal. Like, it's really just physically abusive. It's a nightmare. Homegirl's not catching a break. And we see why she wants to get this revenge. But, a viewer's going to forget, right? Mm-hmm. You're going to watch the show. You'll get lost in some of the lighter moments, whatever, and you'll forget why she's doing what she's doing. The writers don't let you forget what they did to her.
Will not allow you to forget the trauma. And
every time I felt even remotely bad for a fate that was going to befall them, or maybe something that was going wrong, I was like, oh, wow, they did that too? Fuck them. Never
roast them.
Roast them, destroy them, chase them. You go and you complete your dream, Moongdong. Because I got your back. We support you.
Yeah.
But yeah, generally I don't like revenge stories. That goes completely out of the window with this. This is an amazing revenge story.
So it's an exception to your rule.
It is on some Paramore shit. It is like the only exception so far.
Stop
like
it.
I'm so on board. I'm like,
Paramore.
maybe I should rethink like my punch out for revenge.
Yeah.
Maybe I should look into this again.
Like, here's the thing. As much as I like to say, like, I'm really non-confrontational. I don't seek out anything. Like, you're already laughing. But, like, catch me off guard and see what happens. See what happens. Fuck around
Jessica's
and find
not
out.
afraid to catch a case. Like, she's not.
So, I don't necessarily believe in the high road.
No. I'll take the low road every time.
Oh, yeah,
It just depends how much time it takes. That's where where I fall into a revenge.
I got you.
Like within the week, a couple of days, a couple of hours. But like a journey of like Batman, right? Like after about 30 years, dog, let it go. Like you're a billionaire.
Batman. Why did Batman make its way into the Glory episode? So, but I feel you.
He's vengeful, right?
I got you. I there's only so many times I can see the pearls like getting ripped off Mrs. Wayne's.
They're billionaires. They shouldn't have been walking in an alley anyway. Never mind.
Okay, huge
not getting into
tangent. But I see what you're saying, and I again like that the show doesn't have the main character take the high road. It's like, fuck all that noise. Like, we're just pain begets pain. And she's here for blood, okay? Like Old Testament style. So
no joy today, only pain.
So I like that about the show. I was here for that aspect of the show, that she was so unmerciful. And we'll talk about some of the sort of, I guess, complaints or nitpicks that I have about the show in the spoiler section. But those are my general thoughts on the show. I have so much tea to spill for you.
I'm dying to hear this.
So here's the tea. There's like 4 or 5 things. Some of them are more spoilery, so I'll save them for the spoiler section. But these are a mix of fun facts and actual tea. So here's the biggest part of this tea.
All right.
This show takes inspiration from true bullying stories.
Oh, shit.
Okay. And we've talked about this on and off throughout the podcast because some of these K-dramas that we've reviewed have to do with some sort of school bullying. It's ridiculous and pervasive over there. And it might seem super extreme or unrealistic, but according to a school commissioner in Korea, it's real. Like, it's true. There have been some cases that are similar to this. And the school commissioner has a quote here that says, at that time, the victim, talking about some school bullying victim, said he or she suffered severe burns and a protruding tailbone. She required 5 to 6 weeks hospitalization. The perpetrators also confessed that they had punished the victim by ripping off the scabs that had formed on her scars with their fingernails.
Dog, really?
And that's when we were prepping to start recording, and I gasped. That's what I was reading.
That's what it was.
I was like, oh my God, because it's so brutal.
These kids need to get a job and therapy or something. I don't know.
So
this is terrible.
The next iteration of the tea is the great irony of the show is that the cast was screened for past bullying incidents. Right?
Oh.
So they're all clean. The director was not screened. There came out a bullying scandal with the director, and you're turning beet red. So at first he denied the allegations vehemently. Then a few days afterward, he came forward with a statement, and it said something like, he apologizes for the public criticism and that he would like to convey his apologies directly to the victims. The legal representative of director An stated, An Gil-ho did have a girlfriend while he was studying abroad in 1996, and that he committed an irreversible, hurtful act against another person when he was overwhelmed after learning about his girlfriend becoming the object of mockery because of him. So I guess there was sort of like an interracial relationship because he was studying abroad, and they teased her or something happened. Teased his girlfriend about it, and he, I guess, bullied them.
Huh.
He says that he would like to ask for forgiveness from the people who were hurt by this incident from the bottom of his heart. He added, if I am given the opportunity, I would like to apologize in person or at least through the wire.
I'm interested in the fact, like, where do we even start with that? There's a screening process to see if you were a bully. Well, I guess when the cases are this heavy, that leaves behind paperwork.
You cannot afford to have any of the cast be embroiled in some sort of scandal and controversy about bullying, because it would lead to this, where you're like, that just diminished the entire work and the message of the glory and the injustice that this character endured.
Because now I just think of, like, the director, like, wow, this sounds like a great story. I'm the one to direct this.
Like, what the fuck was he thinking?
Can you imagine him trying to direct, like, some of the cast? He's like, no. When you punch her, you need to shove her first.
Why
How
does
do you know?
Stop. That reminds me of, oh my God, what's the actor who played Saruman in Lord of the Rings? It's hold on. I'll look him up. But he has this crazy quote. Christopher Lee. So if you watch some behind the scenes footage of the Lord of the Rings movies, which is hours and hours of footage, I don't recommend doing this on a casual Thursday night. But he's like, I told to Peter Jackson, because he got stabbed in the movies, right? And he goes, have you ever heard someone get stabbed? And he had this, like, because he drew from experience, evidently, for how to act when he got stabbed. And Peter Jackson was like, I don't want to, we're not going to discuss this. Just do you. Like, I'll just film it. And that kind of reminded me of that when you were like, no, you got to shove her in, like, this way instead of.
I hate that so much. I hate everything about that. Like, shout out to his victims, because damn, like, I don't know, man. That's how ironic.
We don't know the full story at all, so we don't know to what extent he bullied them. We don't know what extent they bullied his girlfriend or whatever. But wow,
yeah, yeah. that
when I read that, I was like, you know how in The Office are these funny TV shows where there's cameras and it's like a documentary style, and they look at the camera and they do like a little zoom in on them, like when something happens and they just look straight at the camera. I was like doing that because
it's like Jim from The Office, just like
I was like
smirking. I don't know.
Okay, so that's one thing. That's one thing. And then this story is also a Nuna romance based, so to speak, in a fashion, because Lee Do-hyun's character is in love with Moon Dong-eun, and Moon Dong-eun is clearly older than him. And the actress herself, Song Hye-kyo, is 41 years old, and Lee Do-hyun is 27 years old.
They don't look it.
Yeah, okay, so
she doesn't look it.
No, she looks fantastic for being 41 years of age. She is ageless. She's stunning. And I think we need to discuss the fact that, like, that's not the case for, like, a lot of actresses. And I saw a creator talk about this on TikTok, that there's a select few Korean actresses who get the luxury of having these, like, Nuna romances and getting to have a love interest that's significantly younger than them. Yeah. And she's at that level. She's one of these actresses that can pull off a Nuna romance, and she's done it multiple times. They keep giving her this work, doing the Lord's work, I guess. And
yeah, carrying the whole thing. Yeah. I'm sorry. How old is she again?
41.
Yeah, no, I don't see it. She looks like, I'll give her like 35. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. She's in a very privileged place. She's looking good.
She's looking great. So I did want to talk about that really fast, and then, or just mention it. Jung Sung-il, like I said, the Zaddy thirst trap that everyone was rooting for. Everyone was rooting for not her and Lee Do-hyun's character to get together. They wanted her and the husband to get together. Oh, wow. Did you feel any type of way about that relationship?
It was one of those yes, no situations. Like, this guy is like laying down.
Talk to me, because this is a major thing.
The doctor's like laying down his entire existence for this woman who barely even smiles at him. And then you got, you know, the CEO daddy going after her because he's like interested because she's like an actual person as opposed to his bully wife. So I was picking up some vibes of like, oh, are they going to end up together?
Yes.
But I was not rooting for them.
Oh, you weren't shipping them at all?
No. Not at all. I was like, this isn't going to work. He has a kid.
Interesting.
She's not going to want a kid. Like they're too similar. They're kind of like serious people.
Okay.
So I was like, this isn't going to be charming. I want the doctor.
I want the doctor. Oh my God.
He's goofy and cooks and plays dumb really well. My God. I wanted them together, but I could see how somebody would want them to end up together.
It's not one person, Miguel. It is like thousands upon thousands of people.
Yeah.
Were shipping them and doing K-drama edits of them and like.
I can see them already.
Reading
just
into
like
them.
The jittering.
Yeah, people were quaking for these
Did
two.
you want them together?
No. And you know what? That's very spoilery to talk about why I didn't want them to get together, but it suffices to say no. This is a fun fact. So the snake in the show, do you recall like the snake scene where
of course.
The druggie is drugging and
nightmare fuel.
The snake in the shot. The snake is real.
Oh.
So Kim Hyo-ra revealed that this killed me. Some Benim snake was actually on set with her during the scene where her character Isara hallucinates. This is a quote from her. I was lying on my back when the staff said, "The snake's here." They showed it to me and said, "Say hello. This is the co-star you'll be acting with." It was a giant snake in a box. I was told the snake had been on multiple shows, so it's a Sombenim snake because it's got more acting credits than she does. I was losing it.
Nah, you got me fucked up.
The snake's been on multiple shows, so it's a Sombenim. I died.
How can you get outcast by a snake? He rolls up. It's like, hey, kid, you new here?
Oh, my God.
I want a manhwa, a manga,
Yes.
an anime. I want something about this snake's acting career now.
Oh, God. Okay, so I don't know if you saw some of the promo videos and the promo posters for part 2. Did you happen to see some of that?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
I did.
So I put some in the doc so you can see them, but it foreshadows everything that happens to each of the characters. And I found it wildly impressive that they did this.
Yeah.
Even the quotes on there foreshadow what happens to them.
Those leering eyes. I don't like saying I don't know. Oh, yeah. I love this.
Yeah.
Huh.
The lips that laughed at others' misfortune. The feet that were eager to inflict pain on others. Like, oh, God.
It's like vaguely biblical. Like
vaguely?
Very old. Well, you know.
Yeah.
It's a good pastiche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really interesting. And then the last bit of tea, and this just dropped like a day or so ago. It's fresh. Okay. So the villain, Lim Ji-yeon, that actress, is dating Lee Do-hyun, the headsman, doctor, go player.
I hate this so much. I hate this so much. Oh, I hate this so much. I hate it so much.
This dropped
because
just now on like April 1st, April Fool's Day.
She plays the role way too well.
Yes.
Like way too well.
She is simmering in this role, chewing up scenery completely.
Her maniacal smile, like it's her smile is no shade because I know that's actually her smile in real life, but it is like terrifying.
Yeah.
It's like Joker level scary smile.
So they're dating.
I hate this. I hate this so much. I'm just gonna give myself over to the parasocial delusion that I should have a say in it.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say I disapprove.
Wow. Because when it dropped, I was like, so she won actually? So the villain won. This is the glory season 3.
After all that, she took your man. You've got nothing left to take from me, Park Yeon-jin. Guess again.
Guess again, bitch. I was thoroughly shocked. I mean, I was completely gagged when the news dropped and didn't know what was going on. I thought it was a joke at first.
Miss me. They can
miss me with it. Like, they were like, it wasn't even like. So Dispatch released the photos of them on different dates and stuff. Of course, they're sort of like incognito. And both of their agencies confirmed that they were dating. It was not an April Fool's joke. And I just thought that I was so close to telling you yesterday. I was like, do you know that this just happened? No, I couldn't.
Let me take a look. I need to see these.
Stop it, bro. And it has destroyed so many delusions that people have and like ships that people have made with him and different co-stars.
Oh no. Oh, there it is. Yeah. There they are dating, and they're like outside of a cafe, and look at them walking through like a parking garage. I love these really terrifying paparazzi photos of them like in the distance,
right.
And it's like, it's them.
It's like, them. Right. Can't you see?
Oh, they went to the Apple store. That's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool.
Anyway, no, I don't approve. But still, there should be an embargo, right?
Oh.
And I know this isn't going to help anybody because I already know like the K-drama universe can get to some pretty sketchy places. But maybe they should put like a contractual embargo on people. Ooh. Like, let's give it 2 months after a show's over so you don't disrupt the pairing and the shipping and the...
Yeah.
But it probably won't be enough.
The frenzy.
Right, well, good for them.
Yeah, in the end, I was like, it gave me like an hour later, I was like, all right, like, best to them, but like, they gotta know how freaking wild it is for the fans.
Especially after that show.
After this show, yeah.
I mean, more power to them, but this show, like, their acting was all too good.
It was. So, did you have anything else you wanted to add before we get into the spoiler section?
Let me see.
Oh, but you watched it with your mom. Didn't you want to like say a little bit?
Yeah, I did. Oh, so funny story. So I was in the living room. My mom walks by. She's like, "Oh, what's this?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's this Korean drama I'm watching." And I think it's when Do-hyun says, "This isn't a fairy tale, it's a fable," which we'll get into what that scene is about later. And my mother just sits down. Like, she has her Pepsi, she's just watching, and she's like, "Huh, dog, we watched 3 episodes that night. We watched the whole drama together by the end." She was, like, invested. Like, right off rip. So
I am so jealous that you had, like, a partner to watch the whole show with.
We were like, no! Like, we were so much shouting, so much everything.
I'm so jealous. I really am.
Eating tteokbokki and watching this drama.
Tteokbokki, yeah. You posted a thing that you were like making tteokbokki and eating.
It was fun
while watching the show. Ugh, what a great 10 out of 10 experience. So invested. Speaking of 10 out of 10, what would you rate the show out of 5 soju bottles?
5.
5 out of 5.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
Nice.
I'm gonna get a, because even like I thought, if I had a couple of nitpicks, but those are more tropes of any K-drama at this point. So I've gotten to a point where anything that's kind of like tropey, just I'm giving it a pass. Like it comes with the territory. I'm gonna give it a 5.
Nice. Wow.
What about you?
I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5, and I'll tell you what the 0.5 is for in the spoiler section. No, in the spoiler section. It's kind of spoilery.
This begs for a spoilery conversation.
It does. So we're gonna jump into spoilers right now, right after this.
Excuse me, 뭐라고?
괜찮아.
You know, I have no tingle. Oh, sorry.
Swear, disgusting shit.
What?
All right, when we're on the other side of spoilers, guys, so anything goes. If you have not watched The Glory, I highly recommend that you stop this episode and watch The Glory and then come back and finish it. So, Miguel, you want to start right at the beginning, the bullying.
The bullying, yes, absolutely. The bullying was so graphic. I had to power through. I was just like, yo, like, so they burn Homegirl with like
a curling
irons. Don't they burn her with like an actual iron at one point too? Like,
possibly. Yes.
They insinuate that she gets like assaulted by one of the guys.
Yes, she possibly gets sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
She definitely, like, they sexually assaulted her as far as, they were touching her inappropriately. They were kissing her when she didn't provide consent, obviously. And a whole mess of things. Who knows if it actually progressed further than that. I don't think they showed that in the show. But I personally, and I said this on my blog review for part 1 of The Glory, was I think a lot of people were taken aback and really struggling to get through the first episode because of the bullying scenes, and I was not one of those people.
Really?
I was, not that I was okay with the bullying, but I was like, this seems par for the course. I guess it's just because I've been so immersed in Korean media for a long time and seen a ton of bullying and different sides to, like, if you watch All of Us Are Dead, another zombie high school show, there's bullying in that too. And you're just like, I mean, maybe the zombies have a point. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so.
I think it's one of those things that depends on what angle you're coming from. So, like, I experienced this recently even with Japanese media and Taiwanese media. I tend to stick to, like, slice of life.
Yeah.
Josei, shoujo, girls romance, boys romance, all that.
Yeah.
So it is jarring for me to see anything like this. It's either cartoonish violence or just wish fulfillment romance. So something like this that's pretty grounded really threw me off.
Right.
Yeah, that's
it is not school bullying to me. It's torture.
Yes, it's absolutely torture.
It's torture.
Bullying doesn't even cover it.
Yeah, exactly. And it is like the show covers all forms of bullying. It's not just torture and school bullying while they're in the uniforms and all that shit. It's sexual assault, like we just mentioned, and it gets
coercion.
deeper later in the show. Gets coercion, domestic violence
With
violence,
the ajima, workplace bullying, pulling rank,
and intimidating other people. Infidelity, I feel like that's a form of bullying. The way that Homegirl did it.
And just setting people up, like they would just set people up, just social bullying of social stature.
Yeah,
there's so many instances that we can get into. Like, there's 2 bits that really stood out to me. One of them was, let's see here, Yeon-jin, when she's at work, she's a weather girl or a weather forecaster,
meteorologist.
A meteorologist, is that what it is?
Yeah, I mean that's what they're called here,
right? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, she's a meteorologist.
You can just call her the weather girl. That's a little more like
she was the weather girl.
Yeah,
I didn't know. So she was the weather girl, and whatever. But she can't really write her own scripts very well, and she confronts a woman that she works with who writes better than she can.
Yeah,
and she's like, I know that everyone's been talking about me, but I love the way that you write. How about where would you like to go on vacation? Do you have a passport? Homegirl says no, and she's like, oh, okay, we'll get a passport and I'll send you on vacation anywhere you want. You just write scripts for me. Girl's excited, leaves. She turns to her assistant and says, and just with a little bit of pocket money, I just became her god. And that quote just rocked me, because it's like, that's how she got around. That's how she gets as high as she
had
is.
a god complex. Is what you're saying.
She had a god complex. She thinks everything could be made up with money. Everything can be
that everything revolved around
controlled.
her. It was her, like
she pulled everybody in.
Yeah, she had main character energy.
Master manipulator, because exactly what she said there. It cost me nothing. I'll send her on vacation, but now she's basically going to work for me for forever.
Yeah, I got another slave out of it.
Basically. Or, oh my God, what about the one girl? Because there's a tier list around here somewhere in terms of the bullies and where they rank. Song Hye-kyo is like at the very bottom.
Oh, Song Hye-kyo is definitely like lowest.
Dude's a bitch.
Yeah, like that's a bitch.
They treat him like nothing. Yeah. But only like a quarter of a step above is Choi Hye-jung, who is the flight attendant. The flight attendant, and they even tell her as much. They're like, if it wasn't Moon Dong-eun, it was gonna be you. So, know your place.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the way Park Young-jin, one of the instances of bullying that stood out to me, they buy this like one-of-a-kind Chanel dress or something, and they literally tell somebody, a stranger, to drop the dress off, at the flight attendant's family's laundromat.
Yeah.
Because they know that she's wearing high-end clothes.
And
from
that
her
it's not
laundromat.
her wardrobe.
Yeah, and they bully her for it when she shows up. They're like, see, I told you to wear it. Well, you could keep it because you stretched it out anyway.
You're talking about
Like,
the white
yo.
dress, right?
Yeah.
Fun fact about the white dress. They had
Tell me.
another dress planned for that scene. And the director was like, no, you have to like wear this dress because it's very revealing, form-fitting, a lot of cleavage. And the actress was like, she sighed, like in interviews and she was like, like I gotta wear this dress. And people took it the wrong way and they were like, oh, how can the director like impose that he wanted her to wear this dress? And she was like, no, like it was the best choice for the character to wear this dress. I was just like, I know what people are. She was kind of anticipating the sort of backlash that she was going to get for wearing such a revealing dress. And Korean society is very conservative and people were going to say shit or take it the wrong way or not realize that this is sort of character building and stuff. So
yeah,
I liked the dress that they went with. It was very provocative.
It was very pretty.
Yeah.
And provocative,
Yeah, very provocative.
But yeah, Yeon-jun, like, she's just like bullying people at every tier possible. So
Did you like get the connection between her? Obviously, she was jealous of them and wanted to be like them and wanted to keep her status within the group, especially because they kept saying, if it wasn't you, I mean, if it wasn't Dong-eun, it would have been you. You're been on our next, on the next hit list or whatever. She ends up becoming a flight attendant. Flight attendants in Korea are held in high esteem. It's a very lucrative job. It's very exclusive. Only like, I don't know how many thousands of people apply to become a flight attendant, and they only accept like a couple hundred or something.
Jesus.
So when people are out and about in their flight attendant outfit and they're flight attendants, it is a status thing.
So she's not slumming it.
No,
Like,
she's not
fine.
slumming it, but you know, she is doing what she can to match them, so to speak. It's not like she could ever become a doctor or a lawyer or anything like that. Like this, she used her looks, she used her personality, she used everything that she could to become a flight attendant. And it's a huge deal in Korea, not like it is here at all in the States, where you hear someone's a flight attendant and you're like, I'm so sorry.
Do your ears pop every time you go into these?
So it's a big deal. I think that kind of gets missed for the Western audience that she's a flight attendant in the present.
I was wondering about that because I've seen a few dramas in general that they're like, when I grow up, I want to be a flight attendant. And I'm like, bitch, what?
Bitch,
like,
what? Yeah, because she's
But
still
apparently
clout
it's a thing,
chasing,
yeah.
even in her profession.
She'll never live up to them.
No. They don't give a shit that she's a flight attendant.
It's really sad. They all treat each other so horribly.
Oh my God.
You saw the names of each other in everyone's phone?
Yeah.
Like nagging bitch, insufferable dog. I was like, yo, y'all are terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, the bullying. That leads me to the big thing that stood out to me that I loved. One of my favorite moments is actually at the very beginning of the show. It's when after Moon Dong-eun, she decides to drop out. She's like, I'm done. She's going to drop out of school. She meets them in the auditorium when they're starting to bully the next victim they have, who goes on to be Park Yeong-jin's slave/assistant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, she confronts them. She's like, I was looking at your social media. You said that this was your dream, and this is your dream. And she points out everybody's future career. And they ask her, well, what's your dream? And she says, you, Park Yeong-jin, you're my dream. And I'm going to chase that down and whatever. And I love that motive. And I love that she follows through.
She follows through. And I love that we get to see the first sort of maniacal smile that she gives.
Yeah.
Like Moon Dong-eun as that younger version of herself. And she gives this unhinged smile, and they're like, what even is this? And they're just a little bit uncomfortable.
They're like taken aback and uncomfortable. Love it.
I loved it too.
It's a great motive. It's a great motive.
Great motive. No doubt. No doubt. I think maybe, how do we go about this? So did you want to talk about maybe the way that so this is, okay, This is why I gave it 0.5 stars. I was soju bottles off instead of giving it a perfect 5 out of 5 soju bottles. It's because in the end, I almost feel like her revenge wasn't so much of a planned cause and effect thing where she was like, I wanted ABC to happen. She was like, I wanted ABC to happen, but through forces of nature and the way that this sort of shook out and like crazy coincidences, I got what I wanted. Do you feel me? Because in the end, like, yes, they all got their comeuppance. Yes, she got her revenge. But did she actually have a hand in some of these revenge? Like, so they did it to themselves. So
I think she did.
Okay.
Because the thing is that everything was going fine between them. They were all
They
toxic.
were not going. It was not going fine between them, but
It wasn't going.
it was stable.
Criminally terrible yet among each other. But she just destabilized the entire group.
It felt
she
like
targeted
Mean
everyone's
Girls.
weakness. Yeah.
Like she had a hit list, right? That's like we have to take. She had Yeon-jin on the top of the blackboard, and she was like, "We have to take out her army of skanks, and we have to take away her good-looking boyfriend, and we have to like." It was the same thing. It felt like, but she wasn't necessarily directly invoking some of these things that happened to them.
It's one of those yes, no situations, right? Like, because her only dream is like, I want to get as close to you as humanly possible. She basically wanted to be a ghoul in Park Hyun-jin's life. She just wanted her to suffer for the rest of her life. So the plan that she started with wasn't how it ended. But a lot of that started because she put all of it in motion. She shows up out of nowhere. She makes everybody extremely uncomfortable. She gets a job at the school, gets closer to the kid. You know what I mean? Then starts destabilizing her relationship, or Yeonjin's relationship with her mother. So she's already tearing apart their family. She learns Go just to play against this dude. And then she becomes a stumbling block in their marriage. Like, she just destabilized Yeonjin's entire life. Everything that went from there was brought on by how terrible they were to each other anyway, the bullies. But I think that she really was, she just showed, it just shows how little she had to do to get the ball rolling. All she had to do was let me go on after the weakest one in the group, tell him that I have this information, whatever. She already knew that was going to stir up a lot. And that's how she got the ball rolling and did everyone in.
I agree. I still feel like in the final end game, it wasn't so much like Dong-eun's doing. It was just their undoing.
That's fair. I wonder what she would have gone through with if she would have done it on her own.
Because her initial plan was, I'm going to make your life a living hell. I'm going to get close to you. I'm going to have full control over your daughter. That was number one, right? She planned to be this elementary school teacher. And when she entered her child, Yesol, into the private school, she was there. And it freaks Yeonjin out. And
she kept showing up at school.
She was like, that's your teacher? And Yesol would come home, and Yeonjin was like, did anyone like hurt you or touch you and like put anything hot on you? And she was like, why would anyone do that? That's evil.
I love that scene. That person should get in trouble. And Yeonjin's like,
Yeah, I was like, okay, so she's going to do something to the little girl.
Yeah.
She never does.
No.
Like, that goes down the
I
drain.
had a feeling she never would, though. Like,
so you don't even feel like she would lay hands on the kid?
No, she wasn't going to harm the kid. She just knew that just being around the kid was going to make Yeonjin.
You're saying she's just like a mentalist because she's playing mind games with them for 16 episodes.
She's just psychologically torturing them. That's really it. Like, that's her whole deal. And then things just keep spiraling out from there.
But in order to like psychologically torture someone, you need to know someone's psyche.
Yeah.
And that's where like the whole recon thing comes in, and the Ajuma Hyun-nam comes in with like here's your car, get a driver's license, I'll help you kill your husband, and all that stuff.
How much money did Homegirl even have? Like, I'm so confused.
I was confused by that too, because Moon Dong-eun
like,
had seemingly an endless amount of like cash flow for her to do all this.
Like, tag and title alone. Like, and then for 2 cars. She's like, don't worry, I'll kill your husband. Here's your car. Here's this like $2,700 camera with a $1,600 lens.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of sitting here like, all right. That was the only part that for me was like.
I think that at some point, doesn't she rob Sada, the druggie?
She does. So she does fund.
She
her
blackmails
stuff.
her.
Yeah.
And she gets a bag of money out of it. And I'm like, okay, cool. Now we have funds for our revenge here.
I needed an American dollar.
Yeah. So I like that it is such a mind game for all of these characters. But the type A person in me is like, I can't guarantee anything, right? Moon Dong-eun can't guarantee that they're going to react in a way that's satisfying for her revenge. Which is why I'm like, I don't know. She just kind of left it up to chance.
I think that she can't. If we're going to give her the benefit of the doubt, I guess she was tortured enough by them to know like what they're capable of doing to each other. But you're right. It kind of puts her like in a God's eye situation. Like, because if with everything that we know about the group, when she's not anywhere near them, then yeah, we could probably make that logical conclusion that they would end up killing each other and doing all sorts of terrible things. But I see where you're coming from. It is a bit of a stretch.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
To me, the inconceivable part is the money, though. Like, the money completely, like, it almost pulled me out of it. I'm like, all right. Like, by the 4th, 5th episode. Before she got all that other ransom money or whatever, or like before
it was
she
blackmail
robbed
money.
The druggie. Yeah, blackmail money. Before she got that, I was like, okay. Like, you know what I mean? But it's fine.
Let me see. I feel like we could be here for 2 hours talking about like the ins and outs of this plot. But we can't. So
no.
I guess we can go like person by person and just be like, what did you think? How did this shake out for you? And like all this stuff. So
Okay.
Park Sung-eun's Jae-jun, so the colorblind buffoon that guy was,
Yeah.
I thought he was really formidable, and I was afraid of how Moon Dong-eun was going to deal with him because he definitely sexually assaulted her. Actually, no, he didn't. Well, he just like looked at her wrong.
Yeah. While she was getting borderline assaulted by the other guy.
Yeah, he looked at her sideways, and I was like, oh no, he got that look about him. Like, he looked like a rapist. And
yeah. Sketchy, dude.
He's so sketchy. And when he comes to the school, she has like a full-on panic attack. Like, you can see that she is really like barely keeping it together while he is talking to her, while he is intimidating her. And finally she brought like sort of a trump card, and that was his daughter's drawing that's all like in blue. Yeah. Like, she didn't use any other colors. And of course it's to signal that they're related. That's his daughter. She's the one that gave him her little toothbrush that she uses at school, so that he could get it tested and like find out that for sure that's his daughter. So
that was wild.
Yeah,
that was wild.
So she kind of pushed that.
I have a question about that.
Wow, what's
this
up?
This is a genuine question. No shade to anybody who has, like a chromia issue or colorblindness or anything, but the way that they wrote this as being this like earth-shattering stigma in this show threw me off so hard. Like, the frustration of not being able to see red or green.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that on TV. Like, I've seen colorblind people, obviously. But here, like, it's normally played off as a joke. It's like, oh, I thought that was green. Haha.
Oh, I see.
But, like, this was, like, such a major, like, point of insecurity for this man. Like, so hard. Like, it threw me... I don't know. It just kind of threw me off.
Yeah.
It was strange. What did he say? He had like a prostitute with him with like red hair.
Oh.
And he's like, I hate, there's 2 things I hate: Little Red Riding Hood and Anne of Green Gables. And I'm like, Anne of Green Gables
First of all,
isn't even green.
Yeah.
So, but whatever.
But she has red hair, so.
Oh, right. I guess.
You get,
never
did
mind.
it click now?
Yeah.
But the Green
Yeah,
Gables,
okay.
like, I guess, like the red green of the...
Oh, yeah, or when he's like, I need to go Christmas shopping and you have to come because it's Christmas and everything's red and green. And I'm like...
Some people survive their whole lives without knowing that what red and green look like, and it's not an issue. But I guess
I took that as a bully thing, right? Like, he's a bully, so he figures that...
Yes.
Bullies tend to be extremely hypersensitive and insecure.
I agree with that completely, that I think he was sensitive because he knows firsthand how brutal and disgusting people can be, because he's brutal and disgusting. So he knows that this is a weakness and they can bring him down for it. So of course he's super insecure about the red-green colorblindness. This is the most common colorblindness that there is, and it's mostly occurs in males, guys. It's very rare for females to be colorblind. So I was like, oh, we're gonna be the 1 in a million sort of, because his daughter got the colorblind.
In the entire world, it's gonna be your daughter.
Yeah.
And then the whole, I know you're colorblind, but don't tell your father thing. I was like, oh my god. Like, that's not how that... All right. It's fine. But yeah, no, he was a very formidable opponent. Really terrifying. He was probably...
I thought he was more terrifying than any of the others. Even like Yeon-jin.
The others were useless. Even more than Yeon-jin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Yeon-jin doesn't really do anything.
So she's just screeching half the time.
Yeah, that was... Yeah.
Especially when she was already an adult and a weather girl. Like, I was like, okay, so she's just like, I can take her. All I need to do is record her and put it on the internet, and that's it for her career.
I think that was a really good testament to her, like, just how entrenched she was and how powerful she established herself as, though. Because my mother and I kept saying this, and I was talking to other people online about this. It's like, it's incredible how she's established herself so hard, because nobody, like, all you have to do, she's so frail. Like, I'm not advocating for violence, but you could literally shove this girl and she'll blow away in the wind. Like, homegirl is super thin.
All she had to do was deck her.
She's not powerful at all. Like, nobody like decked her in her shit. Like, it's like any of the girls that she bullied, like when she's on the roof with that girl who's like gonna burn her, she goes to burn her, like, bro, just punch her in her shit. Like, run, do something.
I agree to a certain extent. I just do feel like it's not the victim's fault that they're being victimized, right?
No, definitely not.
I think we're just frustrated that we're people of action, and we in that situation we feel like we would do it differently.
Yeah,
we would react differently.
Like, if I'm on the roof and homegirl's gonna set my scarf on fire,
like, fuck that bitch.
Like, bro, I'd shove her. I'd do something like run, help, roll in the snow,
right.
Do something.
Like, stop, drop, and roll. Just, I don't know.
That was frustrating. Yeon-jin would be talking to somebody straight to their face and saying all this horrible stuff, and they're just, like, standing there. And not even just, like, as a child, but, like, as an adult, too.
I feel like Yeon-jin, for some odd reason, I was feeling throughout the show that her bark was worse than her bite. Because
she didn't really do anything.
Ultimately, yes, she was torturing her, yes, but she was nothing without her crew.
They make that a big point.
She was nothing without her crew. And the rooftop scene that you're talking about with the bully that she murdered, the victim that she murdered, goes to show just that. Because she's like, I'm not afraid of you. You don't hold power over me anymore. And, like, whatever. We're done. And she took that terribly. If anything, I pity you. And that was the moment where she, like, went off the rails, because she thought she was above pity.
God.
She thought she had held all the cards, and she's like, nah, bitch, I got like 4 aces here. So
no, this chick was a mess.
Yeah.
What about, okay, so God,
there's so many characters,
just so many directions.
I know.
Okay, why don't we let's go with the doctor next.
Okay, the doctor.
What do you think?
So I loved him, and what the fuck was up with that jump scare in part 1 where he was like looking fondly at all of his surgical knives, and then all of a sudden it turns into like cleavers and like different like Bowie knives and shit. I mean, when I watched that, I was like, ooh, like, it was definitely a jump scare moment for me. And it diverges, how do I put it? It devolved into him having this elaborate hallucination of him killing his father's murderer.
that threw me so off guard.
And I was like, oh
Like, I
shit,
was
so
like-
he's busted too. Like,
It's like, oh, he's just nuts.
yeah, oh, he's
Like,
just crazy.
I was like expecting that to be a plot twist because I'm like,
Yes.
this is going too well. Like, he's really sweet to her.
He's perfect.
He's kind of dopey.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cute that he's kind of dopey. He's like, oh, haha,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But then you remember, oh, he's a doctor with extreme precision
yeah.
and trauma of his own.
Yeah.
So I thought that I'm so glad it didn't fall into that. But I thought it was
Really?
going to fall into this thing of like, oh, he's actually a bully and a murderer too. And like, I'm so glad it didn't fall into that. Like, I was like, please don't make him like a psycho that like makes her mission even worse.
No. I didn't expect him to be a psycho that would make her mission worse, but I did expect him to draw a lot more blood, especially because he referred to himself as her headsman. He was like, I'll be your headsman.
Yeah.
Which, if you've seen August D, so to speak, that persona. So August D's song Daechota has a scene of him being blindfolded, and there's this dude with a knife like dancing around him, and like that is a headsman in the like traditional Korean sense, where it's an executioner.
Right. Just like going off
Yeah.
and like slaughtering. Yeah.
So he was like, I'll be your executioner, I'll be your headsman, taking heads.
That I did expect.
And I thought,
did expect
okay,
him to be like killing people.
Yes, I was like, perfect. So we're going to see him killing people. We're going to see him using his skills to fuck up this crew. And that never really materialized in the show,
No.
which I thought was a disappointment.
That was kind of disappointing.
He didn't earn
I
the
will
moniker.
say. Yeah, if anything, he was like a royal vizier. He was like a Jafar. He was like a Jafar to like the Sultan.
The royal vizier.
I did
But
like
you're so old.
the princess will marry me.
All right, sorry.
I think that I really like his character. Believe it or not, he was like the second most terrifying person to me on the show.
Interesting.
Like, I found his character fucking terrifying. Like, it was terrifying. Because the way he sits there with like this dopey look on his face, and he's like, after having drugged
Oh, yeah.
Park Hyung-jin,
Park
like,
Hyung-jin,
drugs her, all this other stuff.
His lover.
And she's like screaming, like, oh God, screaming hysterically, like, what did you do to me? Where's the footage? He's like, well, if you'd like to just make another appointment, we're here. Do you want to take a minute to calm down? And she's like, no, I know you did something. Like, he's very steady.
Yeah.
Very, like, calm on the... He's like a river in winter. Like, frozen
Whoa,
and still on top and
whoa.
crazy and involved underneath. The way that he confronts, like, his father's murderer.
Oh, Lord.
His father's murderer is like, oh, you wouldn't do anything to me because you're a doctor. You took an oath. He's like, yeah, my oath is to protect people.
That man that played the murderer was so good.
The laugh. Oh my God. the
I
laugh.
was like, that man. And I've seen him before. He's been in other things. His name is Lee Mustang. And he plays Yeo-jeong, the murderer of the headsman's father.
Great role.
And the way that he like was talking, first of all, in part one, you see him talking to the doctor mom
Yeah.
because she finds all of the correspondence. He's been sending her son mail
That's
is
terrifying.
insightful. And she goes to confront him about him and ask him like why and like, you know, to get him to stop potentially. And he's just like, he started talking to her. He was very calm and sort of poised and mildly respectful. But then all of a sudden he starts talking and he kind of like chokes up and like looks to the side with full on crazy eyes.
And starts like trying to stifle like a laugh.
Yes. And I was like, oh my God, he's a
I was
psychopath.
Like, oh, that's terrifying.
Yes, it was terrifying. He did such a great job.
Yo. This was one of my favorite characters because he had some amazing interactions. It should have been like a throwaway bit part, but they really like went there with it. I love when the doctor finally confronts him. He's like, all I want to know is why. And he's like, oh, because I heard him talking like, where's my son? So I wanted to kill him so that I can see him screaming out for his son. So when he kills him and the doctor shows up in the flashback and he's like, Dad, Dad, and he's like mocking him. He's like, Dad, Dad, Dad. I was like, oh my God. Amazing role.
Just
terrifying.
Get I mean,
unsatisfying that we didn't see him get done in on the show. Though.
No.
Like, like give me a break,
Yeah.
dog. Like they that was my one major disappointment with the show.
yeah, that we didn't see his revenge. I mean, it wasn't about his revenge. Like the
No,
story
but
isn't like his thing, but they did make it like he's got his own issues, and
it's a substantial subplot.
yeah.
Like it's pretty beefy. Like we're meeting his mom,
Yeah, yeah.
we're meeting his this, and we're having flashbacks, and like
I agree. They
well.
leave it open ended as to how they did that fool in, because he didn't see it coming. Like Dong-eun got involved in the whole plot for that revenge, and I mean. He has no idea. Like when he comes in, they like beat him up. Like they orchestrate this whole thing for him to get a prison swap, and he goes to this different facility, and he's there as the doctor. And he had said specifically, like Yeo-jeong was like, "If you see me again, like it's fucking over. You're done.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Watch yourself, like because you're gonna die."
And no one will ever suspect.
No
me
one
'cause
will
I'm a
ever
doctor,
suspect it.
which is such a classic bullying. Like it's
Like,
such
you
a
can't
classic
catch
bullying
me.
line. It's like no one will believe
Yeah.
you. Who's gonna believe
Who's
you?
gonna
You're
believe
on
you?
death row.
The
I'm a
gaslighting,
doctor.
the gaslighting on the guy. So then he's limping down the hallway of this new prison, and lo and behold, it's like the headsman is there.
Immediately.
And I was
Love
like,
it.
oh, but we don't see like the full.
But there is kind of like this twisted, like happy, like oh
Yeah, he like smirks
we're all
at
gonna.
him.
Even the Ajuma comes back. What did you think of the Ajuma?
Oh my god! So Hyun-nam,
Kang Hyun-nam.
that character, I thought was amazing, and the glory. What's I think is smart about the glory is that you have a whole mess of victims working together and commiserating and sort of getting back the power that they lost while being victimized, and they're doing it together. They're supporting each other. And there's this quote from Dong-eun where she says, "I sometimes wonder the solidarity between victims and the solidarity between perpetrators, which of them is stronger?"
Damn,
And
that's good writing.
we find like it's not overtly given, but the answer is given throughout the course of the show. The solidarity between victims is definitely stronger than the solidarity between perpetrators, because they fuck each other up by the end. Like she uses them against each other.
They got nothing to lose anymore, and they have everything to prove. So you don't trust a victim when they work together.
Yeah. So I really liked the Ajuma character, and I loved how she was a mother first, and she was extremely apologetic toward her daughter because of the situation that she feels she put them in, because her husband is a disgusting, nasty, drunk wife beater, and he wouldn't
Dude is a
just beat
piece
up
of
on her, he would beat up on the daughter too. It was a mess, and she wanted to get out of the situation. She didn't have the power or the means to do it, and Moon Dong-eun was like, I'll get you there, you know.
Yeah. Which that whole situation was so ugly.
It
like,
was.
And it's another one of those situations where it's like, if you ever forget why everything's happening, they'll keep reminding you. The writer kept reminding you. Like the scene where after they had already sent the daughter away to like the United States.
Yeah.
And he's like, where is she? I bet you have her working in a bar. You could have had her working for this guy instead and made more money. And like basically insinuating like you could have pimped her out like to another guy. And she's like, what's wrong with you? She's 14 years old.
Yeah.
So it's just this depravity that was like discussed. I have to admit, I never fast forward for the sake of a review, but like the domestic abuse, I couldn't do it.
There was something about the
just,
domestic
like, I
abuse
was
that
like,
I thought was very unsettling.
it lingered way too long.
Yeah.
I was like, this is like one of the scenes was like 4 minutes long of just being beaten. I'm like, I can't.
Yeah,
Like this
yeah.
is so painful.
There was something about, and then it's wrapped up in, this is a marriage.
Yeah.
At least the bullies are not in a committed relationship with their victims, but she is in a domestic violence situation. It's very sad and unfortunately extremely common, like everywhere in the world. And to see her sort of overcome that and use her fear of the situation and of him to her advantage.
Yep.
And he,
Terrible.
she uses mind tricks on him too, because the whole reason why he dies is that she was like, oh, I've been getting these text messages and they told me that they would pay me to send these crazy text messages to this rich woman. And he was like, what? I'll do it. So then, he gets in with Yeonjin's mom and she runs him fucking off the road. And
that was great.
Yeah, it was fantastic. So, he gets his comeuppance. She gets the freedom from the situation that she wanted. And I love the scene where they were like, oh, you have to go identify the body. So she goes and sees her husband's body, identifies him, and she comes out still crying, but laughing
Devastated.
and crying and devastated. And there was this moment of like, is she crying because she's sad? Is she crying because she's happy? Is she crying because it's over? Like what? All
was
of it.
Incredible.
Yeah,
that was an incredible scene, and I was actually talking over with my mother about that too. Like we both found it a really refreshing thing because. Like, especially in a lot of Western media, you see they're like, yeah, and they're like high-fiving and laughing. And it's like, this is a person that she thought she was going to build her life with.
Yeah.
And she had a kid
This is the father of her child.
And loved.
Yeah.
Like, she literally loved this person. So I love that they actually gave that moment depth and, like, made it as complicated as it actually has to be.
Yeah.
But the actress, bro, the acting was so good.
Yoon Hye-ran is really great. Really great as the
Jesus.
Ajumma. And
Obsessed.
something else that I really liked about her and Dong-eun was that Dong-eun was so cold and robotic throughout part one, but it's because of her relationship with the Ajumma that she sort of loosens up and realizes that I can be strong in different ways and I can depend on other people and have friends and smile again.
Yes.
And I love that, in the culture of Korea, there's this huge thing where like, as a form of greeting, they'll be like, oh, hi, like, did you eat? Have you eaten yet?
Yeah.
And there's a huge importance on sharing a meal together, right?
Yeah.
In any K-drama, you kind of get that gist. And in this one, you see Ajumma trying to have a meal with Dong-eun over and over again. Like, have you eaten? I brought eggs. Let's have eggs together. We brought boiled eggs together. And which is a simple meal. To me, it's almost like a poor woman's meal. Like,
that's a snack.
It's a snack.
You get boiled eggs at like Starbucks. Like, it's a boiled egg.
Right. It's not elaborate, but it is something.
It's symbolic. Here's one for you, one for me, or two for you if you're that hungry.
Yes. And I was like,
it's sweet.
It's very sweet to see her be motherly toward Dong-eun and try and bond with her, even though they're doing like crazy shit out here. Like these people are, flirting with the
I love
fire.
the way that she softens up. Dong-eun softens up because she starts identifying in herself. Like that was the read I got on it. She starts identifying with how coldly she treats her. She's like, okay, well, like she's starting to realize like the way that this woman is always treated versus the attention that I could be giving her is affecting her. And there's two scenes that really touch me in their interactions. One of them was when Hyun-nam was like, oh, in the next life I'll be a spy and wear leather jackets and wear red lipstick.
Yeah.
And Dong-eun says you could literally just wear lipstick in this life and a leather jacket.
Stop.
And gives her the lipstick and I'm like,
There's something
I was
in my
like
heart.
I was just like coughing violently. But the one that like got me, like super got me, is because especially a lot of victims of domestic abuse, they're put down so hard that they put themselves down and they feel unworthy and they feel everything.
Yeah.
So that's something that they did incredibly well in this series, was the dynamic. But what touched me really hard was when, how they would leave notes for each other in the glove box.
Yeah.
One of them was like when she's writing, I took pictures today of, for example, Yeon-jin. I took photos of Yeon-jin today and I got this. And she writes a note, I think I did very well and I think I have a knack for this, or something cute like that. But then she looks at it and gets nervous and crosses it out hastily and throws it in and leaves. Because she's like,
Confidence.
I don't want to. Yeah, she doesn't want to lift herself up.
Yeah.
So she crosses that out. But then Dong-eun holds it up to the light and sees it
what
and she
is.
smiles.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh. I was like coughing and shaking. I was like,
No.
Believe in yourself. No,
Ajumma, please. I
love their dynamic.
I love their dynamic. It was beautiful. So we've talked about a lot of characters. Let's hit the last 4, and then I think maybe we could talk Endgame, maybe?
Yeah.
Like what actually happens to each of them. So, Jung Sung-il plays Do-hyun, the husband. Let's talk about this and the like flirtation that she kind of does. But she's not even flirting. Like she's not using any like powers here to seduce this man. It's just by virtue of her being in the right place at the right time, being mysterious, having these insane go skills, and having like this intellectual rapport with him that completely like wins him over.
He's like head over heels for her too. He's like obsessed. I was like, damn, CEO. He was just like, I found their relationship really interesting. Like, I was like, oh, this is like super charming. Like,
right.
Because he's like watching her play this game and he's like so intrigued and so whatever. And he's like pursuing her and everything. And she's fine. She's like minding her business.
Yeah.
None of this does anything for her, but he's just like
none of this does
so
anything
invested.
For her. Yeah.
I love it. It's great. And I think it's just a good contrast, right? Because he even tells Yeon-jin, the main bully, he tells her like, well, I chose you because you were wearing Chanel. Like out of the 3 women he could have gotten, so he just chose anybody just to have one. So, you know, Dong-eun's like how attractive she is like so amplified by the fact that she has interests at all. Like she plays a game, she looks mysterious, she's quiet, she's humble, but she looks smart, she knows how to carry a conversation in her own way.
Yeah.
So I think that's why he just like fell head over heels for her.
He really was attracted to her and the Go thing where she stands out in a crowd because the Go parlor that he goes to is literally full of men and old men.
Yeah, and
she's
bummy,
there.
scummy looking old
Yeah,
men.
yeah. Like it looked like cigarette smoke from 1980 was still in the walls. So he was like, oh my God, she's by virtue of just her being there, he was bound to notice her. And then she just leaves him wanting more every time they interact.
Mm-hmm.
And
great.
I loved it. I loved every time they talked and how, you know, you just realize that he does love her. And what I didn't like about them or him for her, which is why I never like completely shipped them, even though they like look great together, is that I knew that first of all, he's insanely rich. He comes from a privileged background. Not that that's a strike against like anybody necessarily, but he did show some of this pompous attitude in part 1, especially like when he was dealing with his driver. So they pull up to the house and the driver was like, it was raining and the driver had the umbrella, was getting him out of the car. And the driver goes, can you hold the umbrella? Because I need to get stuff out of the car. Yeah. And the way he sort of reacted to him saying, hold your own umbrella, was a red flag for me. Because I was like, oh.
He was like disgusted.
Yeah.
Like,
he was like, how dare you
like
ask.
A whore.
Hold an umbrella? Who do you think I am? So he does it like with a tude. And it's so subtle. Like it's not an overt thing. I'm reading the tea leaves here. He gets the stuff out of the car. It's a bottle of wine. And the guy's like, oh, like, here's your wine. And he goes, no, keep it. And he's like, no, please. Like, the driver is very humble. And he's like, look, I wouldn't even know how to drink this fine wine. And the guy goes,
it's so expensive.
Yeah, it's so expensive. Like, I wouldn't even know how. Like, please just take it. And Do-hyun is like, why don't you just go to the supermarket, get a bottle of $10 wine, drink that first, and then drink this wine and you'll get an idea. You'll catch up to like how you're supposed to appreciate the wine. And I was like, fuck right off. Like that guy, I was like.
Or I could give you this bottle and you can comp me for it. like homeboy's a driver. He doesn't want like a $300 wine.
So I was very upset.
Yeah, that was gross.
It was gross.
That was the ick.
It gave me the ick. And, you know, the way he carries himself and his bearing, I was like, no, like I wouldn't want him for Dong-eun.
No, it wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work. Like, even though he sort of worships her in a sense, like, no.
I think he worships her because she's
unattainable to him.
Yeah, and she's unattainable, and she's smart.
And she's smart, and his wife's stupid and ditzy and whatever. It's despite
Has no
being
skills
so
whatsoever.
manipulative, she has no bankable skills,
No.
like
Useless.
useless, just useless.
Useless.
And
Just
Dong-eun is
useless.
so
Couldn't even write her own scripts to be a weather girl.
to be a weather girl. Today we have highs of 75, and
You remember when she's in jail and they're like, "Hey, weather girl, what's the forecast?"
oh my
She's,
god!
like, crying and shit.
Whoa! Pause, because that's like Endgame and Endgame.
yeah.
So anyway, Jung Sung-il playing Do-hyun, I really liked his character, but not enough for me to ship him with Dong-eun. Like I was
No.
like, no. And a last word on them too is that let me go down to it. Writer Kim Eun-sook confirmed a theory about them too.
Okay.
I will now relay what the theory was and a certain conversation that they had. So, Dong-eun says, "You see, I had hoped that no one would stay by Yeonjin's side, especially her husband." He goes, "Why is that so?" She says, "Because I think you're Yeonjin's glory, Mr. Ha. I want you to be Yeonjin's ruin instead." And he goes, "Despite having such a plan, you weren't very proactive," meaning like you didn't really go full send on this thing either, like trying to drag me away from her. He goes, "Not as aggressive as I imagined. I'm not going to leave Yeonjin," which is such a charged statement. He's like, well, you didn't exactly seduce me to the point where I would leave my wife either. And she's surprised because he knows the full story now. He knows that his wife fucking bullied her to the point where she has scars all over her body and she's forever changed. And Dong-eun says, why? Why are you not going to leave Yeonjin? And he says, I don't know. I don't like saying I don't know, but I still don't know. I've only just realized that I'm not going to leave Yeonjin. So let's meet again. And fans were divided over this conversation. Did Ha Do-young decide to stay with Yeonjin because he still loves her? Chiming in here, I don't think that was the case at all. Like, he didn't love her.
Yeah. No.
Or did he decide to stay with her because that would be the only way to keep running into Dong-eun?
That's really good. I think it's that. I think in a way, and that kind of gives me even more ick for him.
Because
it's
he's
like,
staying with his tyrant,
he's
disgusting
staying
wife.
with her.
Just so that he
but
can...
also, it says, well, you're never going to be finished with this like torture trip that you're on. So I'm just going to stay with her and not rock the boat with the fringe benefit of her schoolyard victim hanging around all the time. Like, I don't know. That kind of sits... That's kind of crunchy to me. Oh. It's like, well, if you're going to pursue her forever, I'm just going to stay over here and not rock the boat. And you do your thing and we'll see each other.
And we'll meet up.
We'll see each other.
We'll meet up every so often. So
Kim
Eun-sook, the writer, explained that in that moment, he really doesn't know for sure. But he becomes certain of the fact that he developed romantic feelings for Moon Dong-eun as he munches on samgak gimbap, which is that onigiri, like triangular rice, which he has in the convenience store. So he has it again alone, and you see him sort of contemplating Moon Dong-eun and the fact that him eating this, like, it's another poor person's meal.
Yeah.
It reminds him
like
of her.
It's like $1.50, yeah.
Yeah. So this is a quote from the writer. She says, he knows he is going to be of use to Dong-eun only if he remains as Yeonjin's husband. If he leaves Yeonjin, there's no reason for him and Dong-eun to cross paths again. In the moment, he doesn't know about his feelings, or he isn't sure about them. But then, when he tries the samgak gimbap, he realizes for sure, oh, I must have had real feelings for that woman. He walks out of Dong-eun's life as a gentleman, but remember that he's still an asshole who pushes Jae-jun off a construction site, which we will get to in a minute or two. So, a very, very interesting relationship that Kim Eun-sook crafted between Dong-eun and Do-young, the husband.
Love that she spoke up about that too. Like, I don't like it when writers like, well, it's whatever you want it to be. Like, this isn't choose your adventure. You wrote this. Can you just like tell
what
us?
was your intention, please?
Like, please. I don't want to look for subtext. I want you to tell me. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
So really cool.
So,
really cool
yeah.
dude. Really cool character, especially when paired with Dong-eun. Let's talk about
Oh my god, what about the fighting when he fights?
Oh yeah, okay. So like he butts heads with Jae-jun because Jae-jun's like on a power trip thinking he's a father now. LOL.
So weird.
And he's trying to weasel his way into Yesol's life, the little girl's life. and he shows up to like Father Day or something at the school. It's so funny. The fight between them is funny too. I mean, Do-hyun is above fighting, but I mean, he'll throw a punch if this guy's like asking for it. So
he had that very like Sherlock Holmes like stance of like straight punching. I was like, yeah, like you could tell he took fighting like some kind of old style of fighting. Mm-hmm. I love when Jae-jun is like getting knocked like right in his shit, and he's like, he tells his assistant or his lawyer, don't hold me back, and his lawyer's like, I'm not.
No one's holding
like
you, bro.
Buffoon falling over.
Don't hold me back. And the lawyer's
he got his shit rocked. I was like, yo, that's good.
Really satisfying to see Do-hyun like pummel Jae-jun in the parking lot, and just like the guy deserved that and more. Which I guess we can get to like what happens between them two, because the end game for Jae-jun is intimately tied to Do-hyun.
We can, yeah. Well, wait, we still gotta go over these last three.
So let's go over these last three, and then we'll circle back. So, Isara,
the
druggie, she had some of the craziest fucking scenes in this whole show because wild.
Great casting though. That girl looks so strung out all the time.
Oh my god,
she was all pale, bug-eyed. Her hair was all burnt looking.
Yeah, she was just singed inside and out.
She was a pastor's kid too.
Oh my god, let's talk about the pastor's kid thing, because we all know these pastor's kids that go off the rails. And when she was like, they revealed that she was in the choir and her dad's a pastor of a mega church and all this stuff. I was like, oh god, there it is. Miley Cyrus all over again.
What was she on though? So what I didn't get is, what was she on? Because
I thought she was on heroin or cocaine or something, because when Dong-eun purchases the drugs from those guys, they were like, here's a syringe, here's the powder, and she's like, prepare it for me, because it was obviously, you need not to be a drug person about it, but yeah, you can't just like inject powder. So so
it's
she was like,
cooked and prepared,
right
stuff,
so she told him like, oh, can you prepare it for me? And so I think she was either on cocaine or heroin or something.
Probably lots of shrooms too, because she was just like hallucinating.
Yeah, she was hallucinating pretty bad.
Well, I liked her. She was crazy. There was actually I have a lot of quotes from throughout the show in general. One of my favorites that she threw out there was, let me see. Got that one. Oh, it's when she's hiding out in like a portable closet.
Okay.
In Myung-ho's like shithole apartment.
Yeah.
And the flight attendant opens it and she screams. She's like, "Oh my god, I thought you were supposed to be at church." And the druggie's like, "Well, you see." No, she says, "You bitch, you should be at church." And she's like, "Well, you see, you can pray anywhere." And she zips it back up. It was such a throwaway thing, but that shit.
Yeah, I thought it was really fitting that she was an artist and she would sell paintings, and there was like money laundering involved, and the dad was like evading paying taxes, like she was going down for tax evasion in the end, and lost
even
the
her
church.
own dreams were corrupted. Like she was like a victim of her dad's corruption. She's like, "I want to be an artist," and he's like, "Yeah, sure, whatever. Let's like use your shitty art to like launder out all this money." Tragic. It
was tragic, but I mean, the most surprising scene, I guess, is the church scene.
That was so upsetting.
That was upsetting. It was so like just wrong. Just all profane, sorts of wrong. Profane, like,
horrible. What about the flight attendant? What's our read on her? You like her?
Well, hold on, because Isara the druggie, my favorite moment with her, between her and Dong-eun, was when Dong-eun goes to blackmail her, and she's like, "You've never been blackmailed before, have you?" And she's like, Isara starts flying at Dong-eun, and Dong-eun like grabs her by the back of her head and like pulls her down and like tosses her across the room. And I was like, yes! Like, it was very satisfying. And Dong-eun like blowing like she had hair in her hand.
Yeah, just blows it.
And she's like, ugh, like just disgusting and blows.
She wasn't gonna get caught up by the drugging.
No,
like there was no way.
Like there was no way she was gonna like get in the weeds with Isara. Like that's not the end game here necessarily.
Their whole dialogue with each other cracked me up, like nonstop. Like because they keep throwing these religious quips at each other. It's like, you know, you should pray for forgiveness. It's like, why don't you pray for forgiveness? It's like, she's like, well, maybe God, when she threatens her, and Dong-eun says, well, maybe you should pray because God's never on my side. Maybe you'll get lucky this time. And she's like, oh.
Like Isara was trying to be like pretty menacing, right? Trying to throw like
with verses.
With verses.
Like she's like, well, you know, he has his eye on the sparrow, and she's like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Like
he has his eye on the sparrow. If only they had used that. Oh my god. You're killing me. Okay, so I think that's all I had for Isara. She tortures verbally and puts down Yeo-jeong, the flight attendant. And Yeo-jeong has a really good moment with Moon Dong-eun where she begs for forgiveness on her knees next to the kiln that's not far from... What was it? I can't remember what it was because Dong-eun like knew her mother-in-law and was like in good with her mother-in-law.
It was at that shaman's like temple, right?
I don't remember where it was, but Yeo-jeong is there and she's like begging for forgiveness and she's like, it was an accident. And Moon Dong-eun was like, an accident. Okay. So she grabs what was it? Like an ember?
Yeah.
And almost
like
throws it on her face and she's like, oh sorry, that was an accident. Like so
and she's like
yeah,
she went from begging to getting really angry so fast.
Oh yeah
she's like, what do you want from me? She was pretty easy on her though, for the same reason she was easy on the other guy. It's like, you don't have anything you can offer me.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus,
there was nothing there.
She was funny though, so as far as I could tell, like we already kind of mentioned it, but like she's a flight attendant, she's trying to kind of, you know, be above her stature,
but she loves Jae-jun. She's obsessed with him, and she wants to be his girl, right?
That's so funny.
Which is
because she was looking for a sugar daddy in first class.
Yeah.
There's actually a line she has about that I loved. They're like, why do you love being a flight attendant? And she says something along the lines of, the classes, you can't fake the classes up here. It's divided by nothing more than a curtain, and yet somebody from the other side cannot come up here. Because remember how she would like flirt with people in first class?
Okay, hold on. No, she didn't flirt with somebody in first class. They were like harassing her in first class.
But didn't she flirt with that guy who bought her that rock, like that huge ring?
Well, that was her fiance, and I guess he was like riding in first class.
Flight,
right? She met him on a flight or something.
I think she met him. I think she was like scouting for guys in first class that whole time, and she ended up with him.
But it's so ironic that she would love the class system of the flights because she's the one that's trying to like jump ship to the get into first class.
I guess for her, she can tell who's like her whole deal is like, because she's like, I love that the classes are clear.
Well, maybe she just loves the control.
Yeah, and if she
attendant.
gets somebody on this side of the curtain, she's on this side of the curtain.
Right, she has the power in the air, you know.
Which is funny because she would constantly put down Myung-go.
Myung-go.
Along with everybody else. Yeah. But it's also like, honey, you're like half a step above. Like, relax.
Yeah.
She's a mess.
Yeo-jeong.
I kind of liked her though. I kind of liked her. I don't know
She was
why,
my favorite of the like group of bullies, I guess.
She was one good friend, like good actual friend away from being like a good person, or at least a better person. But that was never gonna happen because she was too hung up on everybody else. So.
Let me see. There is a fun fact about her because she had like a nude scene, which I freaked out.
That was unexpected.
Did you freak out?
Like,
Yeah, I was like, Same. She had like 2 nude scenes. So a body double was and was not used for the nude scenes. The actress, she said she used a body double for her hot tub scene in which her back view was shown. But she did not use a body double for the topless scene, where it was like, are your boobs real? Like, did you have plastic surgery or something? Yeon-jin asked her, and she's like, no. Like,
yeah,
even
and
if
then
I
she threw
did,
her
like,
dress at her.
yeah. So her quote is, in the scene with Jae-jun, when my back is showing, a body double was used, but in the scene where I'm wearing a shirt and taking that off, that is my body. Yep, that was part of my body. But in that scene, there was some editing done through CG. So I don't know what CG they did to her body during that scene where she went full frontal. But
I've heard of this before, though. Like, there's actresses that don't want to show what they look like from behind.
yeah, okay, why is that? Why do you think?
The theory, something about stalking or following. I remember reading about this once.
Really?
Yeah, but it was a long time ago now. But I remember it's like, I don't want anybody to know what I look like from behind in case I'm just like walking around. I'm like, that could be anybody though. Like, that doesn't track.
Right.
All right. Well,
All right.
we saw what you look like CGI'd, so I guess that's something. That was so jarring. I was like, I'm still not used to nudity in most dramas.
Well, that's what I was saying. I was like freaking out with her nude scenes because I was like not expecting it at all.
It was a pretty heavy drama in terms of like,
yeah,
sexuality, violence, everything else.
True,
like surprisingly. So.
So I guess our last dude is Myung-oh, who's like a dumpster fire of a person, and they basically just like kill him very early on. Yeah, he tried to go up against Yeon-jin, and he always liked. Actually, I think he liked all of the girls. Like, he was trying to get with whoever he could.
Yeah.
And he thought he was such a stud. And
he thought he was so cool.
He thought he was so cool. He thought that was hot shit. And so he goes to threaten Yeon-jin with the, what is it? It was the name tag.
Yeah.
Saying that there's evidence of her murdering the victim in high school. And she just, like, clocks him over the head with some alcohol bottle, and that's the end of that guy. Plot twist, Yeon-jin did not actually fully kill him. It was the assistant who was living in the closet of that store that Jae-jun owned, and like she came out.
That was some fairy tale shit.
I was like,
like
what
Harry
is
Potter
this?
like living under the stairs. She's like, oh yeah, that's like, she's like that. I can't. Like, she's like the
she
victim
was
of
like,
these bullies.
She was
like all the way to
I
now.
know.
What's the process of employing her? What's the process of seeing her on weekends? It's like, hey, girl that I bully, come work for me. Like, I'm whatever. Like,
yeah, I don't know how that sort of ran its course up until she's still employed and gets her living from these assholes.
Horrible.
But yeah, so she was in the room of requirement there in the dressing room, and she hears the commotion, and she comes out. Myung-oh's like, oh, help me, and she's like, no. She gets scared and clocks him on the head again.
We see the flashback of her getting sexually assaulted like, by him, which is, again, what I love about the writing. Because, you know, the natural instinct is like, look, the guy's a piece of shit, but when I see him bleeding out on the floor, it's like, all right, like, somebody still needs to call the cops. This guy's, like, bleeding out.
Right, like call 911.
But then they do the flashback of him assaulting. I was like, oh, then fuck you then. Never mind.
Yeah.
Like,
Never mind.
Never mind. Give him one good bop and then just go back to your understair shed.
What
like,
was
chill.
that? Like, why was she living there? Anyway.
That was whatever. It's fine.
Yeah. Like, I'm like, that's a little messy, but okay, I'll allow it. I guess. So I think we've talked about every character here.
Wait, Myung-oh's shitty apartment. I love that.
Oh.
It was a fun little sight gag when they finally go to his place and the password is 696969.
Oh god.
And you get in and it's like this really shitty studio apartment compared to everybody else.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
All right.
You're like, oh, okay. He's like a shithole
with
person
a closet
with, like,
made
a
of
shithole.
neoprene. Like one of those. He has like the fake closet that's popping out of the ground.
What, in the IKEA? Yes. It's just a mess of a person, nasty, and he got his comeuppance. What I did like was that Moon Dong-eun had her suspicions about the girl that was in the freezer. and if maybe she was pregnant, or not that she thought she was pregnant, but that once someone was like, I can't remember like how it like shook out, because someone was like, oh, can it shit. So I think the autopsy, something came out that she was like pregnant.
Yeah.
And they hadn't tested the fetus or anything to see who the potential father was. And that was Jae-jun's concern, because it ended up being that he raped her.
Yeah.
But Moon Dong-eun had her suspicions that Myung-ho had done that to her.
Right.
Because he was sexually harassing her, like Dong-eun. So she was like, oh, it's either him or Jae-jun. And she was like, wow, it's actually Jae-jun.
Terrifying. But interesting.
Just throw him away.
Is that really a law, by the way? Like, that they can't freeze the body over there? So it's just
No.
away,
They did not put her in the freezer. How do I put it? She was in the morgue, not in the freezer.
Right.
And they were like, you got to get your daughter out of here. She's just going to rot in the morgue. You have to collect her body and sign those, the form to pick her up.
Yeah.
And have a proper funeral and like either cremate her or bury her, whatever. Like, you got to get her out of here. And the mom was like, no. Like, there's an injustice here. You have to investigate further. She didn't want to like collect the body for fear that this would just get swept under the rug. Wiped under the rug. And so Yeo-jeong's dad, before he was murdered, saw this whole thing play out in the hallway in front of the morgue. And he was like, why don't we put her in the freezer? Like, I'll take responsibility and like put this person in the freezer so that she is preserved. She's not in the morgue anymore and just
But it's
rotting.
illegal to freeze the body.
Something about that was like
they were like,
illegal.
It's illegal to freeze her, but they were also resting assured that since nobody collected the body, she was just going to stay in the morgue forever.
Yeah.
All right.
They were like, okay, so she's just like
Gross.
goo right now. There's no way that they can use her as evidence, use her body or reinvestigate because she's unavailable. And so because she was in the freezer, it was like a good thing for...
Homegirl couldn't catch a break. Kills her. She turns out to be pregnant.
Oh my God.
Everything but the crocodile like snapping at your feet while you cross the river. These people like suffered so hard in this drama.
I know.
Oh.
It was so the body thing was really convoluted. I found it more interesting. I was watching this episode where they had that flashback scene that I was just talking about with the mom, like, please, like, don't move her, like, keep her in the morgue, keep her here so that the body is still like available.
And she was like mute too, right?
She was mute. Either she wasn't deaf. She was definitely just mute. And the guy that's there trying to get her signature is rude as fuck.
Yeah.
And not
he's
taking...
like, just signed this.
Yeah, he's just
like...
signed this. He's being extremely rude to her and not giving her any sort of compassion or, benefit of the doubt or anything like that. And my dad walks by and sees this and he was like, what's going on? And I was like, well, she's disabled. She can't speak. So she's using Korean Sign Language to try and tell this guy, to keep her daughter's body in the morgue and like try and explain as little as possible because I'm not going to explain the entirety of the show.
No.
And
we don't got all day.
And I was like, that's why she's so desperate. She's desperate because her daughter was murdered and, she doesn't want the body to be removed. And I go, what's interesting is like this guy's being an asshole to her, even though she's disabled and she's potentially her daughter was murdered. That's what she's telling him. And he's still like, nah, you got to move the body. And I was like, most people in the show are very rude to the mother or to anybody who has a disability. And I was like, that's pretty common over there. It's very highly stigmatized to have any sort of mental illness, be disabled, or what have you. And he was like, really? I was like, yeah, that's why he's being such an asshole. Like, it's part of sort of the society.
Life.
Yeah.
That's something that I was gonna... And I hated that I came to this realization. I was like, oh wow, it's pretty clever that this like manga, this drama is such a bleak universe. I'm like, oh wait, that's just Korea. Oops. My bad. And it sucks because it's like, but it's true, and you see it in all the dramas. Like maybe, of course, not everybody is gonna would treat her like that in real life. Right. But it's like the fact that it happens at all, it's almost far fetched. Like it's not inconceivable, but it's like, damn, like. I forgot that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Which is why, Yeo-jeong's the headsman's father is such a saint. Like he's painted as such a saintly figure, because not only is he treating a murderer, like the guy that comes in and ends up murdering him, he also like does this kindness for the mom of the first victim.
Yeah.
And saves the body for her.
I hated that the murderer kind of proved everybody else's point. Because everyone's like, don't work on him, he's a murderer. And he's like, no, he deserves dignity and medical care, just like everyone, and kills him anyway. It's like, oh, really, really screwed that up.
Yeah.
That was sad.
This is why we can't have nice things.
That motive was terrifying.
Oh, it's terrifying. Terrifying. And him going like, Dad, like...
Dad, and just like laughing like a loon. Good portrayal of just being fully unhinged, though.
True.
True. Oh, well.
So talking about unhinged, let's talk about the end game for all of these lunatics. So let's talk about Jae-jun and Do-hyun first.
Okay.
So Jae-jun and Do-hyun. Dong-eun is like, I just want my daughter. I want out of this marriage. I love the moment of realization when he gets home and he's in their giant closet and he sees all the blue clothing bags from Jae-jun's store, and it's just memorabilia from all the times that they fucked, and it's just like... He's
like,
freaking out.
There we are.
Yeah. So he's like, oh my God, it's everywhere. It's cluttering the entire closet. And so in the end, I think it was Jae-jun goes to one of Yesol's soccer games and she's not there. And the moms are like, look, like she got taken out of school. Like we don't know where she's at. And he's causing a scene. He calls Moon Dong-eun, or actually, I can't remember if he calls her or if she calls him, but they're on the phone and he's like, where is Yesol? And she's like, I'll tell you. Either she tells him like that she'll tell him where she is.
Yeah.
She gives him an address, regardless. Moon Dong-eun is the one that sends him to this like construction area. And he's like, I can't find this building. The eye drops that Moon Dong-eun gave to the flight attendant like come into play because he starts using like these poison eye drops for his glaucoma. And he
paralyzes his optic nerve.
Yeah. So he's a sitting duck in the middle of this intersection, which doesn't look busy at all. But all of a sudden, the white truck of doom, one of the best tropes in K-drama, comes barreling down the road and rams into this fucking asshole. And he literally doesn't see it coming. Literally does not see it coming because his eyes are fucked.
Comical. He's like, what's wrong with my eyes? Boom.
And I'm like, oh my God. So then I had a couple people ask me, because I've done TikToks about the glory and stuff, and they were like, I don't understand how he got into the top of the building, this construction building. And I was like, well, obviously Moon Dong-eun was lining up with Do-hyun, the husband, and sent Jae-jun to Do-hyun, and Do-hyun picked up the slack here and was like, all right, he's into construction. That's his whole business. He's got a construction business company. Yeah. And so all of these buildings are under construction. I think when he hit Jae-jun with the white truck, I don't think he was driving the truck. Okay. I don't think he was driving the construction truck. But he's paid people or whatever. He got Jae-jun out of the car, who I assume he was unconscious after the crash.
Right.
And took him up to the top of this building. And when Jae-jun sort of came to, he realized, I don't know where the fuck I am. And there's this guy who's possibly just beating up on him or what have you, not like revealing who his identity is. And then he can't fucking see. So he's stumbling around at the top of this building. And that's all we see. Like we cut to and he's like running around on top of this building. And he's like, what do you want? Whatever. He like doesn't know what the fuck's going on. And I love it.
I love it. He's like in the dark, literally. Like, where am I?
And you don't see Do-hyun do this, but somebody pushes Jae-jun off the top of this building and he lands in like a vat of curing concrete or something.
Yeah, and they're never gonna find him.
They're never gonna find that fool.
He will never be found.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't even gonna be a problem.
Right.
This is like, for the CEO, this is like, all right, yeah, I killed the guy and then I picked up my daughter. Like it's a Tuesday errand.
Yeah.
Like, between picking up toilet paper on the way home, you killed someone.
Yeah.
That's that. Like,
So I loved this ending for Jae-jun. It was like father against father, man against man, and
Loved it.
there was a lot of beef between them too, because he was fucking around with his wife for all these years, and the daughter that he was so beloved, and it was actually not his biological daughter. So like they had beef going on, and it's so obvious that it's Do-hyun because of the tie thing. Like they showed his tie.
and then it's like flowing at the airport.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, it's him. Like, we knew it was him. It's fine.
It's him.
Like,
It's 100%.
you know what
Do-hyun.
though? I do like that they made it impossible just by, even as an implication that Do-young would leave his daughter with Yeon-jin and Jae-jun. It's like, I'm either here with y'all or we're both out. Like, I love that wasn't even remotely suggested as a possibility. Like, he wasn't going to leave his daughter with these fools.
Yeah.
There's no way.
There's no fucking way.
Love it.
So that's an end for Do-young. He literally skips off into the sunset with his daughter, and they like fuck off to, I don't know, America or some shit. I don't even.
They went to the UK or Ireland.
Yes,
which really
yes.
stuck out to me. Really, find a place overseas in the UK or Ireland. I'm like, what about us? Like, going to New York. Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
oh well.
LOL. I don't know. It's something about like the royalty of like the UK. It's like he's an elitist, so
Yeah,
Sure.
that fits him like a slipper.
Yeah.
Like, sure, let me live in Winsington.
Winsington.
Ken Schmotzer's fire or whatever. I don't know.
Oh god.
Something posh.
Yeah, it's posh. It's posh. It fits
I could
in.
see her in a cute like one of those cute like boarding school type deals.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very idyllic countryside life for them.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
gonna be okay.
They're gonna be fine. So they leave. Jae-jun's in the concrete curing, and then we have Ajima. She gets her husband dies.
Thank God.
Gets murdered, and she gets to wear her red lipstick finally, and it's really cute to see her little life and see her owning a business and just kind of diligently living a really independent life the way she always wanted to. Her daughter's safe, and it's great.
Surprised you didn't go to the States with her.
Really
Or
surprised
visit
you.
her.
I thought that was strange too.
I was like, huh.
Yeah. So we have Isara, who gets broadcasted that her drug trip got broadcasted on the interwebs. She got arrested for drug use, and Korea is very harsh to drug abusers over there. It's illegal in and outside of the country, which is, I think people find that really strange. Like, if you commit a crime, as much as like in the US, if you do drugs overseas, they're not going to be waiting for you at the airport because you did drugs overseas and that's illegal. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Even if you go to a different state, like if you go to a different state where marijuana is legal,
Yeah.
and you get blasted and you come back, like you get blasted before your flight and go back to wherever it is that
Then-
you go where
right.
marijuana is illegal, unless you're kicking up a fuss and making a scene, they're still not going
Right.
to grill you about it.
Right.
So I remember reading about this all once, that this kid like was studying in Canada, smokes a bit of pot, goes back, and he gets slapped with all this stuff, and it's like, yo, like,
Yeah.
don't you guys have jurisdiction?
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
don't-
They have like zero tolerance policy towards drugs, so it's a huge deal that she gets busted finally for her drug use. The scene with her and the snake and the hallucination and the video of
wild.
her fucking Myung-oh for drugs. I was like, this is so Requiem for a Dream, like too much for me, okay?
Snakes are talking.
Yeah.
Like, it was terrible.
I was like, oh Lord, like that's
I did not have to see any of
so
this.
she gets out and her family's trying to throw some clout behind her, some money behind it, so that it kind of goes away, and she was gonna like try and flee the country and stuff. Then the funeral from Myung-oh happens, and they start fucking up each other. Like, the iPad situation comes back into play with, and like she gets this strange text from Myung-oh's like iPad, and anyway, long story short, Isara like fucking stabs Yeo-jeong in the neck at the funeral.
That was rough.
And I was like, she's lost it. Like, she's lost her marbles because she's just stabbing people in public.
She's insane.
Yeah, she's
She's
insane.
insane. And Hye-jeong like loses her voice.
Yes.
Basically entirely.
Yeah.
Terrible.
And
So
then
sad.
she, in
But
turn, fucks up Jae-jun's eyes because Jae-jun was like, I'll send your stuff back. Like, don't worry. Like, he's like, I'll see you later then. Because he wants nothing to do with her. Didn't care anything about her.
Threw her shit out. And she fumbled the bag pretty hard, too. Because, like, she had the fiance who bought her that huge rock and everything.
Oh,
and she's
yeah.
like, it's not going to work out, and blocked him. It's like,
Oof.
you're a fool. You got to wait for the bag.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
Like,
So, I was talking about the posters earlier and how the part 2 posters seem to indicate how each of them gets their comeuppance. So the one for the flight attendant says, the lips that laughed at others is misfortune. She loses her voice.
oh, yeah.
You have the feet that were eager to inflict pain on others. And Myung-oh dies.
Yeah.
And
Can't move anymore. If you did.
the hand that mocked and broke others for the druggie, and she gets put away for attempted murder. Like, it was like everything.
Her hand really like sent her to jail. 'Cause
Yeah.
She killed that guy.
Yeah. So,
The lips that left us.
and then
it's crazy.
for Jae-jun, he lost his eyesight, and the
Those
poster for
leering
that one was
eyes.
those leering eyes, and she's like looking into his eyes. It's poetry.
I love it. The writing is just incredible.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed.
So let's talk about the last one, and then I think we got to get out of here. We've been here a long time. So Park Hyun-jin, her bullying scandal gets blown up, which I'm like, finally, we've been waiting for that one for so long. Her mother betrays her. She sides with Moon Dong-eun, and she gives up this evidence, like the name tag that was found at the scene. And I love this scene.
So great.
Because, we haven't talked about this at all, but Moon Dong-eun's mom,
Yeah. Corrupt.
the devil incarnate,
The worst.
the worst. The worst fucking woman I've ever seen on the planet. She's possibly even worse than some of these bullies because of the way that she treats her own daughter.
Yeah, a monster.
A monster. And the way she sets the fucking apartment on fire, and Moon Dong-eun finally gets her revenge on her own mother by committing her. And I was like, okay, fantastic. So she does the same thing back to Park Hyun-jin and uses her mother against her and gets her mother to like betray her
Yeah.
and give her up. And it wasn't even the
Yep.
fact that this got out in the open and that the name tag even fucking mattered.
It was great.
It was
she just
great.
used that
Yeah.
as a tool to just completely erode her relationship with her mother.
Yes.
Just like they did with her and her mother,
Yeah.
even though Moon Dong-eun's mom was already like nuts.
Oof.
Bro, she was insane.
Yo.
But we don't even have time for her.
Yeah.
Also, I'm glad she was like committed. I'm like, this lady, there's not even revenge to take. This woman's nuts.
Yeah.
Like, she needs to be put away.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, but yeah, I actually love that too. She completely destabilized her, the mom and the daughter.
yeah.
And remember when they pass each other in jail and she's like, Mom, and even in
Yes.
jail, she would.
So Yeon-jin gets put away for murder. And she sees her mom in the prison.
Do-hyun serves divorce papers there too. It is not your day, Yeon-jin.
So Yeon-jin is demoralized, finally, and gets her comeuppance. She exacts the justice that should have been served all those years ago. Her poster says, "Your soul, which laughed in joy throughout all of it." And in the end, she is bullied in the prison. And as she's giving her like quasi weather girl spiel in the cell, she starts crying.
Yeah.
So the soul that laughed in joy is now crying.
She got done in.
She got fucking done in.
And honestly, that's a pretty light sentence for everything she did. I still feel that. Like, for everything she did, I think that's the least she could have done. But Dong-eun, that's kind of where it comes full circle, though, right? Because her whole thing is, like, she wanted to be the ghoul of Yeon-jin's life. And I love the bit where
They
it's like,
confront
but there's
each other.
something that you'll never know. Like in a visitation, yeah, they
Yes, the
confront you.
visitation.
There's something you'll never know. And what she'll never know is with all her money and whatever, she could have gotten away with it. She could have easily gotten away with murdering Myung-go because she would have been like, oh, he assaulted me. Like she could have made something up. She could have done something. But she didn't even kill him to begin with.
Oh, no, homie. That wasn't even it. Oh, yeah. No, you hit on it at the end.
Yeah.
The thing that she doesn't even know is that she's not even the murderer for
No, she's
Myung-go.
not. So she's gonna be in jail. There's two parts to that I love. It's like she'll never know that she could have just gotten away with it because she didn't even stick around to see if he would be okay. She could have just called the cops and it would have been fine. She would have lied her way, paid her way out of it. But then too, she didn't even kill him to begin with.
That was the thing for me, is that she didn't even kill him.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I love it. Like, and she's like, "What am I missing? What
Yeah.
am I-" And she's tortured because she'll never know.
She'll never know. She'll never tell her.
No.
I just love it. I love it. It's such
great.
a lingering sentence, truly.
She'll never be okay. And it's Korea, so she's never getting out of jail. Like, she's done. Like,
She's done.
she's done. Like,
I guess the very last thing that we should talk about is that Dong-eun just like kind of fucks off at the end of the show and leaves
yeah.
the headsman or the doctor Yeo-jeong like by himself. Literally, like she just leaves the seaside town that they had gone to at night.
And she was gonna like take her own life. Like,
Yes.
I hated that. I was like, if they do this, this show is gonna I'm throwing the show away.
I agree. I was like, this would have really diminished the whole show for me is if she had gone through with the suicide.
Why was Mom Doctor
Girl,
like, on the roof?
I do not know. I do not know why.
Was she on the roof of the hospital? Like, where were they?
I
Like,
don't know how the mom doc found out where she was going to commit suicide and was able
and
to
literally talked her off the ledge.
to literally talk her off the ledge. I just think, K-drama land.
Okay.
Nonsense.
All
I'm going to suspend my disbelief and like she found out through some weird ass means.
Okay.
Oh, but if you're listening right now and you know why, or you read into something that we're not remembering right now, let us know how the mom doc got there in time to save Dong-eun from jumping
please
off.
clue us in.
Yeah.
Like, send a comment, a DM, something, because I was just like, wait. I rewinded.
She
like 3 times.
teleported
I'm like,
there.
I must have missed something. Which, speaking of strange, I guess I could leave this for later. Who else do we have to wrap up?
No,
here?
I think we're done.
Yeah, because now we know. Of course, Juyo or Yeo-jeong ends up with Dong-eun, and they.
Yes. So
end up having,
Yeo-jeong,
like,
the
this-
doctor,
yeah.
ends up with Dong-eun. And
They're like a revenge couple who work together now.
there's like a really sad montage of the doc slowly succumbing to despair as he lives without Dong-eun. And him sitting at the Go Park with a blank board in front of him, but he still has 2 cups of coffee in front of him, one for him and one for his opponent, who presumably he's waiting for Dong-eun. As if any minute she might just pull up.
To be fair, that's kind of her MO. Like, she was always somewhere. She's like, hey, and there she was all serious with her, like, her long cardigan and her smart blouse.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like, okay.
yeah. So it was very sad and heartbreaking to see him like that. Him making ramen as well, which is something his dad, before he was murdered, specifically warned him against eating ramen because that was like his lonely comfort meal and he loved eating ramen. And the dad's like, make sure he doesn't eat ramen. I'm not going to make it to dinner. Don't let him like eat just junk food, basically.
Huh.
And so he's doing it
That's
again
sad.
when Dong-eun's not there. He's
hate
making
that.
ramen for himself. So it's a lot to take in. And she finally shows up again.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
And at first he resists, but she plants a kiss on him, and that's it.
Yeah.
Then she becomes his tutor in Revenge.
Yeah. She's like, how
And
about
they
I
become,
like
like, a
teach you?
revenge
Because he
couple.
tried his best to get in and like get hired at the jail. And they were like, this is a conflict of interest. We're not going to hire you. And lo and behold, for like the last 6 months or something, she was deep in trying to get, I don't know who that was. Do you remember who that was? Like that old lady?
That
remember
was
who
someone's mom.
Yeah.
Or it was.
Oh, was it the
Was it Hye-jeong's mom? Hye-jeong's
It was
mother-in-law.
Hye-jeong's mother-in-law.
Who happened to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she was like getting in good with the mother-in-law and trying to get her to make some moves for her in the prison system. And she
I love that.
Yeah.
That was a really clever.
So she was actually like away doing his revenge, like setting up his revenge.
So romantic.
So romantic.
Love that. Love that for everybody.
Two things. So I thought that the landlord. Do you remember the old lady landlord that like
that was
she
cute.
saved from drowning?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought she was going to play a bigger role in the story, especially because she was growing poisonous white flowers up on her roof.
Yeah.
And I was like,
So I was like,
yeah, I was like, okay, the flower's going to come into play. Like the old lady's going to be somebody. And like, it just kind of didn't materialize in that way. The green hills that like all 3 or 4 of these women owned.
yeah.
That turned out to be nothing. Like I thought it was going to be a big reveal. It ended up just being a red herring. So
Completely subverted.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely. Yeah.
Oh, well.
The last thing is I have this quote from the doc mom who materialized at the end of the show to save Dong-eun, but whatever. So this is in episode 9. She says, your father was a very good man, so kind and warm-hearted, but blindly pursuing morals and goodwill only brings you false glory. Nothing more.
Love that.
And I was like, oh my God.
I actually did love that.
Oh
Like, I love that a
my
lot.
God.
Very morally gray, but I could get behind it.
Yeah, for sure.
There's like there's so many quotes that I picked up from here that I love. Like Yeon-jin telling her daughter, don't worry, price tags aren't written in color. Like just all of the morals she gave her were about money.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the Ajuma, you think a bitch who gets beaten up doesn't know how to laugh? I might get beaten up, but I'm still a cheerful bitch. That took me out, dog. I was like, no.
I like this quote from Dong-eun. Some hate resembles longing. It's impossible to get rid of.
Love that. Love that.
Fuck, bro.
There was, oh my God, there was 2. The one that I really hated, because Dong-eun was so introspective this whole time. When the kid that she's tutoring some punk when she's a full-grown woman, and this punk starts to like make sexually suggestive comments to her and everything.
Yeah.
She's like, he's only like 14, 15. And she says something to herself, even for this, I blame you, Yeong-jin. Like, she says, even for this, I blame you, Yeong-jin, for giving the impression that I'm this kind of person. I think that's how she wrote it. But basically, like, it was very philosophical. Like, I found it really philosophical. Like, can a person get bullied to the point where they look like an obvious target to another bully?
Ooh.
And that really like rocked my vision on this whole thing, because I didn't get the whole quote, unfortunately, but it was something along that line.
Yeah.
Even for this, I blame you, Yeon-jin, because I look like the kind of person that could be treated this way by this kind of person.
God.
I was like, damn. It's like someone's born with a kick me sign on their back. Like, terrible.
I have this quote from Dong-eun. Eye for eye, tooth for tooth, fracture for fracture. The one who inflicted the injury must suffer the same. I don't know about that. That sounds too fair play to me.
Yeah.
So she didn't just torture them in the same exact manner that they tortured her. She humiliated them and took everything that they had away from them.
You're going to pay with interest.
Yeah.
Yeah, like...
She's like,
nothing's
eye
free.
for an eye.
That's not
No.
enough.
Yeah.
I love this one. It's like, you don't have to get back. You're a better person than them. And Dong-eun says, I don't plan on being better. I'm getting worse every day.
Ooh. Ooh.
It's like, damn, girl. Okay. I got a question, though.
Yeah, what's up?
I mean, we're pretty much there at the end of it, but there's something that's been bothering me. What was the deal with the shaman?
Oh, I didn't know either. So, like, that was... Moon Dong-eun showed up at the end when the mom had just, like, murdered the abusive husband from the Ajuma.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And Yeon-jin was there. And then Dong-eun
Looking
shows
for
up.
her mom.
So, like, she tells the shaman something because they were, like, handling money or something. Like, they were, like, money laundering or something. Like, they're trying to pull a fast one on somebody. It was, like, very unclear. And she said something to the shaman. And then the shamans do like this whole ritual there in the snowy courtyard of the shaman like buildings, and it's really unnerving.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell if the shaman pretended to be the victim that died, or if they were insinuating that she was actually channeling the victim that she pushed off a roof.
I couldn't tell.
At first I was like, oh, she's pretending, and then I was like, wait a second. Is she? Like it,
but then it gets worse.
Then it gets
like,
worse, yeah.
With Dong-eun, she's like, what are you doing here? Like, she said that her head was like beat in and something else.
I didn't think she was referring to
And
Dong-eun.
Yeon-jin kept turning over like to look behind her, and Dong-eun wasn't there.
Oh, weird. Yeah,
it was weird.
But then the shaman starts having like a conniption.
Yeah.
And all of the other shamans or priestesses in the group who were helping with the ritual are like, oh my God, it's I can't remember the name of it, but it was like the worst punishment for a shaman in
it was a
shamanism.
Lot. It was, what was it that, it's like their god is like mad or something.
Yeah.
Like it was a whole thing.
And I was like, is this for real? Like I couldn't tell if it was real.
Yeah,
I think in the end,
I
think in the end, I just sort of thought it was real.
I kind of went with it. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, fine.
And then Dong-eun
like,
seemed very, like, she was taking it as if it was real. Like, her face was sort of...
She was really spooked by it. It was a really upsetting moment.
Yes. And then obviously Yeon-jin was, like, freaking the fuck out with, like, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which, good, because she should be freaked. But
yeah, she should be.
Dong-eun
like,
also seemed pretty affected. So I was like, I don't know. Is it real or is it fake?
Because she said something to her.
Right.
Like, that's how I thought it was. It's like, hold on.
You gonna look it up?
The shaman.
Wait. So while you're looking that up, I have a fun fact about when Dong-eun revealed her body to the doctor, the headsman.
Yeah.
She went on like a crazy diet beforehand so that she looked more gaunt and more thin and more malnourished and stuff for that scene. She says, I dieted diligently for that scene. I only ate bananas for 3 days, and I didn't even drink water the day before. Because of this, I felt like dying when putting on the special effect makeup. I think the scene came out better because my body was going through hardships.
Oh.
Yeah, so that scene in part 1 where she like reveals all of the scars, which is a very powerful scene. But yeah, I didn't know she did all that. I was like, oh my God.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Here we go. Let me see. The shaman says to the empty air, why are you here? Your whole body is covered in blisters and your head is hurt. Mungdun didn't tell the shaman how Eun-sook died, so she was surprised that the shaman knows exactly how Jung-sook died.
Oh, I got chills. I got chills.
So it was real.
It was real.
So it was real.
It's real. Fuck.
That's...
Shit.
Okay, so now we know. Now we know.
Wow. I'm
this
shocked.
This is so upsetting.
This is so upsetting. Okay, so did you have anything else in your notes about the show?
That's it.
Okay, wow. So we're at the end of our episode on The Glory. We covered a lot of ground, and there's still way more that we could have talked about. But thank you, Miguel, for
You're welcome.
coming on this almost 2.5 hour journey about The Glory, and for watching the show, and for taking... You could have easily been like, no, I don't have time to watch this show. But I really, you're like, yeah, no, but
hey, no, I'm here. I'm here for it. Like, I'm down for any Korean dramas you want to throw my way, because like I'm trying to watch more of them.
Yeah.
And this one, I was invested.
I know.
Was like,
it was so good.
Let's go.
It's so good.
They wasted no time in this drama at all.
No. I thought it was all very purposeful. And let us know what you thought about The Glory. If you agreed with us, if you thought it was a 5 out of 5 soju bottle show, if you didn't like certain things about the show, if you agree with us for any of these things, or if you disagree, we'd love to hear from you. So you can find me at Daebak Pod. Did you want to plug where they can find you, or?
In another story.
Okay.
Another time. I'll be around. I'm here.
He's here.
I'm never really gone.
If you message me and you're like, let Miguel know this or that, or tell Miguel this, and I'll let him know. I always forward the messages to the people that guest on the show, whether it's you, Rico, or anybody else who guests on the show. So you can always find me at Daebak Pod, and we'll talk some more. But that's been our show. I'm Jessica, and this has been the Daebak K-Rambles Podcast.